Alrighty, hello there everybody, how we doing? How we doing today, folks? Who we got up in the chat today? Hello, Bamboozle. Abeldo, my water burnt. Yan, Levi. What else we got in here? Got all kinds of people. Sonny. Aaron, Otis. What's happening, y'all? Guys, I think that I fixed everything. Hopefully, maybe. I don't know. I think that the Twitch stream might finally work for the first time in a long time. Yes! It's on! Okay. Perfect. We have finally completed the trifecta stream. It's finally happening. Where's my chat box? I think I have to refresh the chat box to start every stream now. What's going on, yo? What's up, Dr. Wilson, Son, Red Hat Man, Cher? Guys, was the new update today for Limbus? Whenever I logged on earlier, just to make sure that the game would be ready for stream, it had me download a like 700 to 800 megabyte update. Was that the tutorial update that we were talking about? Yes, it was. Okay. Was it just the tutorial or was it more? Angry Hong Lu added. Okay, so it was more. Got you. Sorry if I'm a little stuffed up. Had a little sneezing fit prior to stream. I apologize. We're good now. We're good. We're good. Guys, I've realized recently that as I've gotten older, the breadth of my vocabulary has shortened and has degraded over time. And so I have decided to remedy this at the beginning of... Oh my god, thank you, Karon.
Bless you.
Thank you. At least somebody here has some manners. Thank you so much for the dono. To remedy the rapid decay of my vocabulary, I have decided that we will begin every stream with a word of the day, and that I will find a way to weave this word into the stream in one way or another. Hello, Hadrian. So today's word of the day is insouciance. It is a formal word that refers to a feeling of carefree unconcern. It can also be understood as a word for the relaxed and calm state of a person who is not worried about anything. To be used in a sentence, for example, the young actor charmed interviewers with his easy smile and devil may care insouciance. Alright, I encourage all of you to try and use this word in your day, in your day-to-day conversation at least once, and I will prove that can be done within the containments of a live stream, within the parameters of the live stream. And if you don't speak English, well, then you probably don't understand what I'm saying right now, but we will be educating you within the English language as well. So we're doing the world a service. Yan says, OMG, there's actually a Twitch. There's actually a Twitch. The vertical live streams. Oh, I never made the vertical live stream public. Wait, how do I always mess this up? Okay, now we're actually trifecta streaming. For real this time. And I'm gonna be a smart little man, and I'm going to put a link in the vertical stream chat so that don't look at it. So that for the people that like go there and they think that they're on the wrong stream, well then they can just click on the horizontal stream link and they'll go here. Ta-da! Wow! Also, the return of Devon Black Shorts has happened. They have returned. I will be attempting to put out daily shorts. It's a lot easier now with the vertical streams. It's much easier to create them. You know, it's very easy to just clip something right from the stream. So Devon Black Shorts / TikToks are back as well. Spread the word, y'all. Spread the word. But all right, guys. Well, what did insouciance mean again? You'll figure it out when we get there. Welcome back, everybody, to Limbo Company. So like I said earlier, oh god, can we not handle the trifecta streaming? Oh no, what if we can't handle the trifecta streaming? What if we have to kill off the Twitch? That was bad. That was a little scary. Like I said earlier, the new update just dropped today, I believe. I believe there was a tutorial update as well as a little something else. I don't know, some new IDs or something like that. I thought I remember that being mentioned by those in chat. As usual, we'll begin our stream. I'm gonna accept all y'all's friend requests that we've been getting. See how many do we have today? Probably just a couple. Oh god. Oh god. Okay, there we go. We are up to 44 out of 200 friends. We're already a fourth of the way through our entire friends list. We're gonna have all the friend IDs available. Isn't that just gonna be great? Oh, and new event. How does one check a new event? How does one... Oh, look at that. Free lunacy. Thank you, Limbo. This? Is this it? The battle pass? We got a little banner. My first banner. I don't know what these do. I don't know what I'm doing. I think I'm getting battle pass XP. I'll take free thread. Thank you. Are there new pulls as well? 10 Yisong ideality from target extraction. Ishmael has been converted to thread. Ishmael, no! They killed her? They killed her and weaved her into thread. And Rodion? So sad. Yes, we have 2 new events to that we can pull from. 2 new I guess pools. Is that what you call them? I don't even know what you call them. So we've got a Sinclair target extraction, which would actually be really good because we don't even have a Sinclair ID yet. Look at the little man go. Look at little Morty go. And does he have one where he's Morty? I'd buy it in a heartbeat. And wait, was that Little Prince? Did I just see Little Prince Sinclair? Is that what this is? No, that's like metal. Cavernous Wailing. It's got the same color as this. Is it Little Prince? I forget the name. Mushroom Man? You know Mushroom Man. And R-Corp 4th pack Reindeer Hong Lu? Sassy Reindeer Hong Lu? Look at him go. I wouldn't mind an R-Corp ID. Alright, awesome. Well, we'll see how much lunacy we can build up for the end of stream so we can get some big pulls today. So, without further ado, y'all, let's get it on. Last stream, we finished the dungeon, made it through Canto 1. The plan is to play through as much as Canto 2 as we can today. Like I said, I believe there was a tutorial revamp that we could play through it if we wanted to. But I feel like I'm actually getting a grasp on things so far. I don't really think we need to redo the tutorial unless you guys just want to see it just to see it. But Canto 2, I have heard that apparently Canto 2 is, you know, the weaker link of the rest of the Cantos, but it'll be alright. I already checked my mail. Did I not check my mail? Are people telling me to check? Are the people that are telling me to check my mail right now? Are they saying things I already did? There's no mail. How about you check yourself before you wreck our stream? Thank you. Onwards to Canto 2. Aaron says it's a comedy, not a drama. Is this filler? Is Canto 2 the equivalent of... Don't show me poor Yuri. Is Canto 2 the equivalent of filler episodes in Limbus? Canto 2 is the embodiment of mid. Not even bad or good, it's just mid. Okay, well, won't it be about... Isn't each Canto gonna be about one character? I think so. Let's see. Alright. The bus wasn't all that lively. I could hear Rhodia's occasional quips or Heathcliff starting pointless quarrels with someone, probably Don Quixote or Sinclair, and Ryoshi's demanding a source of heat to light her cigarette, having run out of lighter fluid. Amidst the gripes and disorder, Gregor was pretty much the only sinner I could rely on to willingly turn the mood around. But now he was one of the quietest. He was just staring out the window, seemingly lost in thought. Is nobody talking? Are we all depressed now? One thing was for sure. If anyone were to blame for trashing the mood on the bus, it'd be Virgilius. The road to the Golden Bough was an awfully arduous one, putting us on the brink of death, and some past that several times, not to mention the occasions when we almost ended up unemployed. Yet Virgilius refused to see from our perspective. Given the circumstances, it's only natural for our sinners to be palpably disgruntled. Tired of the silent treatment, Ishmael spoke up. Couldn't you tell me where our next destination is now, at least? Oh, sorry about that. I was wondering whether briefing the mission to you miscreants would be worth the effort. Oh, you're hurting me with your cold shoulder. Don't you know that kids falling behind need more love? And let me plead you not to embarrass me this time. I sure don't want to look like a teacher taking a bunch of grade schoolers out for a picnic. I have high hopes for you in particular, Rodion. You might just make a good guide for this tour. Are we going to the back streets? Lucas says Canto II's quality is somewhat intentional. What do you mean by that? Oh, I know I'm a big deal, but I don't think I can be a guide for a place I don't know. No worries. We're heading to a location you should be more than familiar with. A nest of hedonism where you can drown in money or be drained of everything you have. J-Corps. Great, even Rhodia has gone quiet now. Well, I suppose it wouldn't be so bad to win big while we're at it. Oi, someone wake me up when we're there. Coincidentally, the bus will be unable to take you right to the branch building this time, dear passenger. Charon, park it. Charon? What's park? It means stop. Stops are red. Red tastes bad to Charon. Grumbling, Charon hit the brakes without warning, sending most of the sinners flying face first into the seats ahead and flinging others off theirs. I was, of course, powerless against the inertia. A cacophony of complaints and shouts erupted. Although I didn't get to hear the sinners' ramblings in clear detail, I'm willing to bet a good half of them were profanity, so I'm better off not knowing. Good to see you all at full of energy. Now out. The destination still seemed rather far. Oh, will you call a taxi for us? As Miss Faust will explain in detail, this mission is going to be quite different from our last, Dante. This is because the location of the Golden Bough is in the underground of a casino. Gambling? We get to go gambling? We get to gamble the entire stream? It's a dream come true. Do you mean to tell us that it's among the briefly lit buildings standing at the center of the street? That's right, it's one of those. The lobotomy branch facility we infiltrated last time was one that had been neglected for quite a while. So you mean that was the exception? See, it's times like this that remind me our team doesn't necessarily lack critical thinkers. It really does make me wonder how you managed to blunder your previous mission even more. The Golden Bough is a potent energy source, holding the essence of many technological marvels. Such founts of energy will attract flows of wealth and people, and in no time, whole civilization is built on top of it. Therefore, it's likely that future destinations will have been occupied by other factions and their structures, which, in turn, indicates that we should be prepared to visit a wide variety of venues in addition to this casino. It also means that your first mission was a relatively easy one, yet you somehow snatched defeat from the wide open maws of success. Does he usually hold grudges that long? Don't ask me, we haven't known him much longer than you have. What do you say again? Something like, welcome to Limbus Company, I'm your guide, Virgilius and all that? Wait, does nobody even know this guy? Did Virgilius just pop up out of nowhere? Did we not contract him to come help out the sinners? Did he just get on the bus randomly? We were all like, oh, this guy knows what he's doing. We can trust this guy. He's a nobody. Who invited this man? He got his authoritative tone down to a T, I'll give you that. I had to hold myself back from asking if I could resign right after joining. I get the feeling the rest of you thought the same. Nonsense! 'Twas a day to go down in history, beckoned by the Red Gaze himself. Truly, there's no honor greater than a color addressing your... Oh, I guess he does have a fan after all. True that. With their spirits lifted, Rhodia and Gregor began to chuckle. That's more talking than necessary. I really do not wish for there to be an impetus behind a third rule for this bus ride. Like, how can you even... Who are you, man? How are you making the rules here? I mean, obviously, we all know that you're this big, tough color guy. Who even invited you? See, Heathcliff... Oh! Uh-oh. An encoder setting occurred. Are we still here? Uh-oh, guys. Guys, everybody can still see the stream? Are we good? Yes, we are good. Okay. Twitch must die. We can't do Twitch anymore. It doesn't work. I don't think. Not Twitch. Yeah. Not Twitch. And also, right now, I think the vertical stream went down. Okay. Well, I guess we're back to only this. My bad. Work in progress. Twitch is dead. R.I.P. Come on, give the employees some room to badmouth their boss. You're totally being petty. Next time, do it out of earshot. I'm more fragile than I look, you see. Right, time to get up and at it. I sure hope you come back with a golden bough in your hands this time. And if we bugger it twice, who knows? Karen might suddenly forget what button to press to open the door for you. Button red, yucky color. You're one daft bloke. Utgan. And that means shorthand for useless idiotic travelers go and abscond now. Heathcliff glared at Ryoshu, insults welling up in his throat, only to then expel a loud sigh. He resigned uncharacteristically, as if he came to the realization that killing her wouldn't solve anything. Well, that sucks that stream died. What's up with that, y'all? Yeah. No good. Well, it happens. RIP the trifecta streaming. I don't think we can ever get it to work. 40 lunacy just for entering the stage? Thank you. The pawn shop. EX objectives clear within 10 turns? I believe that was the same as last time. Okay. What are our affinities here? Just slashing? I mean, I don't think it really matters who we bring in here, to be completely honest with you. Why do we have Faust selected? Oh, this is the old team before we customize it for the dungeon, I think. Well, let's put on our new... Do we have it on? Why do we have the base? Oh, that's because we just switched to a new team. Let's put on our new Ishmael ID. LCCB Assistant Manager. Thank you. Didn't also with the update they updated the base IDs for the characters? Is that what people told me? I think that was mentioned somewhere possibly, or is that coming in the future? I kind of want to use the I kind of want to keep Faust so we can use our ego, but obviously we're not going to be using ego for these levels much anyways, so let's bring... Okay, unselect you guys. Give me Mittelhammer, give me the new Ishmael ID, give me Rodia, Isan, and give me Otis. The current average level of your deployed identities is lower than the recommended level for this stage. Start the encounter anyway. Current average level 5, recommended level 6. Oh, I can see their levels here. Oh, because the IDs level up individually. That's right. I think we'll still be fine. Hopefully you get like ketchup XP or something. Not like ketchup and mustard XP, but like XP that you get for being behind. You know what I mean? Hopefully they give some extra bonus XP to our lower level guys. Allow me to give a rundown of the plan. Our primary objective is to infiltrate the casino unsuspected. It will be critical for the successful recovery of the Golden Bough. According to the information we've acquired, the casino has 3 entrances. One for ordinary visitors, one reserved for VIPs, and lastly, the back door used by employees. We'll split into 3 groups of 4 sinners to cover each entrance. 4 of us will disguise as croupiers. 4 will pose as guests, and 4 will play the role of VIPs. The hell is a croupier? I never heard of a croupier before. Working in smaller groups will certainly draw less attention. It is wiser to divide rather than unite. Open the envelopes I gave out to confirm the role you've been assigned. Also, the higher-ups expressed concern over our performance. They stress that the company's future plans hinge on whether we can retrieve the Golden Bough through this operation. Therefore, we'll collaborate on a joint operation. Joint operation? Our partner is a special forces unit consisting of professionals and veterans. I believe they are now monikered the LCC, short for Limbus Company Clearance Department. Rest assured that they are our betters, at least in espionage operations. I thought 12 people was already a crowd. Guess someone finally realized that more isn't always merrier. Wowzer! I haven't met staff for other teams before. Just where could they be? Honglu looked around expecting Faust to bring them forward for introductions any second. Needless to say, no one showed up like he expected. We'll be heading to the pawn shop. Is pawning still a thing these days? We're in the so-called Pawnbrokers Avenue. Most businesses do double as pawn shops here. That place is our rendezvous. Let's head inside. Is LCC, that is the Lobotomy Corp people, is that the one that we just put on, the new ID that we just got for Ishmael? Or was hers was like LCCB GP2Q plus, something like that. What is this? Ammo? Wait, does she have ranged skills? Oh, look at that, Quake rounds. Spins ammo to inflict tremor. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, I was not aware that there was going to be ranged stuff in here. Yeah, LCC. Okay, they have little tags associated with each of the IDs. Fixer, Daiichi Association, T Corp, G Corp. Oh, and this is... Are all the in-corp IDs like knightly fellas? Chivalrous individuals? If so, that's what I want. Limbus Co-Clearance, what the LCC stands for. Oh my god, that's so cool. Okay. Number Nuts Hooligans. Hello, my Number Nuts. So nice to meet you. Well, I wonder what happens if you just run out of ammunition. The way that the ability was set up made it seem like these are additional effects if you have ammunition. But they're each bound to a coin. So do you just like you just not use the second and third coin if you don't have any ammo? Yasha's in-corp's pretty bundled unless you're running a full in-corp team. I wouldn't mind running full in-corp team. In-corp are nice knights that save people. They're just a bit odd, but they save people. I want to meet in-corp. This looks so cool. I would love to have a full team. That'd be awesome. Although I don't even know how you pull them. I'm guessing maybe you can just get them out of the normal classic pulls. It'll be interesting to just get to meet members of all the different corporations. Like, really, we've only interacted with, in the previous games, it's really only been, obviously, L Corp, because that's who we played as. We messed around with R Corp, you know, we took them down in Ruina and met them in Lobotomy Corp. W Corp with the warp trains. But that was really it in the other games, right? I don't think we ever really messed around with anybody else. Hello, pawnbroker. No, I feel like there maybe was one more that had a singularity that we messed around with. I don't remember. Ain't too many visitors at once. The shop's cramped as is. Y'all prefer your luck of the draw from Trumps or Mahjong? As we entered the shop, we were met with the gruff greeting of an old pawnbroker.
저게 뭐라는 거냐?
What's that blight on about? Am I the only one here who read up on Nest J? Vergilius gave us a pamphlet to pursue before we left. Well, I think I remember glancing at the cover. Here, you'll get loaned different amounts depending on your fortune for the day. If you draw a great boon, you get extra cash, while misfortune means far less than what the pawn is worth. Ah, that reminds me. Our family had hired dedicated fortune tellers. They drew a greater boon for me in the divination they performed before I left. That must have been a sign that I would join all of you wonderful people on our journey. God, give me a Hong Lu ID. I need this positivity on the squad. Alright? He's the only one here that brings the good vibes. Give me a good Hong Lu ID. Although he does look a little sassy in his reindeer ID, but I'm sure under his sassy facade, he's still a very friendly fella. Wow, really? So indulging in lofty leisure on your grand escape was your fated life. Maybe I should pray that I'm born with that rich if there's a next time. I'm good. It's well-off folks like him that tend to play dirty. You might be right. I didn't like to get along with my younger siblings in childhood, always trying to cheat and grouch if things didn't go as desired. No, that's not what I was getting at. So you want to get your fortune or not? Forget about that. Do you people even have anything to pawn? I'm not seeing any wealth on you. The pawnbroker glanced over each center with a dubious look until his eyes landed on me. Not my head. Oh, that clock head might be worth a good sum. How much do you think they sell for, old pal? Brody, I'm not for sale. As you were likely contacted in advance, we are from Limbus Company and... Unfortunately, neither the sinners nor the pawnbroker were paying any attention to Faust's words. Oh, I did bring this handkerchief with me when I left home. Oh, a dragon embroidered on silk. That's some meticulous needlework, which might net, let's see, 7 million? Crummy piece of cloth is worth that much? Have your eyes rotted out, old geezer? What? You don't recognize the value of this quality. And now I see. You're wearing a shabby ring that's like it's true treasure. Disc. What did you just say? Jeez, cut it out! Dante, please shut them up! You had us worried, Faust. Amidst the chaos, a most gentle voice softly landed on my ears. Dante, I'm sorry to break it to you, pal, but I don't think he has ears. I think he may be earless. He thinks he has eyes and ears. He does not. We were meant to meet each other at 4, but 15 minutes had passed already. Surely you couldn't have forgotten how to read a clock, right? Certainly not. There was little I could do to alter the driver of the bus. Ah, so you're taking a clock person with you to help with the time. I suppose they didn't come with an alarm. The gentle voice was soon followed by one that didn't even attempt to hide their disdain. Come on, that's a little harsh. Let's try to leave better first impressions. I know my voice won't be heard by anyone other than the sinners, but I still can't help but get upset at rude remarks. Oh, so it was you. You guys are the team that botched the Golden Bough retrieval last time? Folks had high expectations for your team. What with some of the smartest people in the city being on it. No wonder. Miss Faust wasn't looking very pleased. My face has remained constant. Hey, what are you standing around for? Go on now. This fellow here is also the brainy sort. Don't brush him off. Heathcliff gave Yisang a sideways glance, but what he got in response was lukewarm. I shall not, as that would be hollow vaunt. But you were a lot more talkative down in the basement. Who are you and what did you do with Yisang? I am, and have always been whom I match in the mirror. You... forget it. Our first mission was devised with failure in mind. We needed an opportunity to see what potential our sinners had. Wait, it was? A plan whose purpose is to fail. That could hardly qualify as a proposal. By the way, where is Vergilius? I agreed to assist with the operation mainly for a chance to get to see him. He must have been embarrassed. Imagine accompanying people like these. Is that why he dropped us so far away from this place? Because he was ashamed of us? Doesn't anyone have a thing to say about us being belittled? And won't all the boasting and bluffing not do much if we don't introduce ourselves first? These two will be our cooperators for this mission. They're from the Limbus Company Clearance Department, also known as the LCC. Oh, okay, so the Limbus Company is, like, quite larger outside of just the bus. I did kind of assume that, but there was a part of me that was like, oh, I guess this is the entire company. The entire company, it's like remote work. We all just work on the bus. It's like a traveling circus type deal. But no, they must have a headquarters somewhere. The before team of clearance. Please, I'm Sauda. Sauda? Saud? And this here is Effie. What, are we supposed to clap or? Wonderful, it's a pleasure. Honglu is the only person on the team welcoming them with total sincerity. He almost even gave them a standing ovation. A good half of the rest stared at the two with cold eyes, and the others wary until introductions were finished. Combat? Oh, that was right. That was after we just finished combat. Sometimes the dialogue cuts off in like little strange spots where I feel like it's a little weird to go straight into a combat or something, but it's whatever. If you say their name together, it sounds like episode. Oh, is it sold? Effie and sold. Okay. Or sod? Swad? Swede? I get you. The hand is mightier than the key. I'm certain that I have smote that understanding into them, and I do not recall what I had planned to say here after. Look at that. We got a little MVP out of the Yisan? I like it. Oh yeah, you do level up quite quickly. Because the Ishmael ID is already level 4, and it started off at level 1 there. Nice. Effie Sod. You gotta get the nick of pronouncing it. Is it Sod? Sword? Effie Sod. Episode. Effie Sword? You didn't see their... we saw their name. They introduced themselves, dude. Onwards. Where is my young Lou? What's his name? Lou? Oh god. Ying Lu? How do I not remember their name at this point? Where's my Ying Lu ID? Where's my Lu-san? My... Oh god. What's his name? It's Lu something. Yan Lu? Ying, it's not Ying Lu. It's definitely not Ying Lu. King Lu? You know what I'm talking about. Hong Lu! There it is. There it is. Yes. I need my Hong Lu ID. Now for this mission, we're basically spoon-feeding you everything. All you have to do is open wide and chew up your simple tasks. Check the documents in this envelope and do exactly, precisely as the papers say. The way Saw dragged out the vowel needled me a bit, but I decided not to argue. Even if I did, the ticking of a clock would be all she'd hear. There's not a lot of joining together at all in this joint operation, is there? You're just telling us to follow from behind. This is insulting. Are they taking us for lubbers or what? Look, manager, we've got to put down our foot and do as they say, I guess? Oh? The documents they gave us, they're flawless. Look at this. There's routes drawn out and everything. It's been ages since I saw a plan this clear and meticulous. Surely. This is certainly indicative of their knowledge in writing up proper plans of operation. This isn't to say that it holds a candle to the level of forethought you display, manager. Convinced by Ishmael's commendation, I opened up the envelope and carefully read the rundown of the operation. The goal could be summarized as the following. Reach the top floor of the casino. The main reason behind organizing this plan was the first place prize for the table game to be held today. According to the papers, winning the competition held on the top floor of the casino was the only way to gain access to the area with the Golden Bough. 4 syndicates that jointly bid on the casino will be playing in this game of chance. Of the 4, we'll be using the name of the infamous Ting Tong Gang. A name doesn't necessarily reflect the nature of an organization. That's a shallow prejudice. It is unideal for one to choose to see things through the tinted lens that is bias. Right. Back to the plan. We'll disguise as the boss of the Ting Tang Gang and win the game of chance. Afterwards, we have to go to the underground floors where the Golden Bough lies. Leading up to the game, we'll use the items and clothing we can find in pawn shops to disguise our given roles, enter the casino, and wait for the team on the top floor to win the game. That's about it for the outline of this plan, I think. Hey, wait a second. Won't this entire thing fall apart if our player doesn't win? We prepared fake identification as well. It's just in case the casino security runs random inspections on visitors. Alright, that's all fine and dandy, but how do you plan to win once you're at the top floor? What do you think our outfits are for? We practiced for months to pull off a bona fide croupiers. We'll give you good luck. The game is in your bag. All you need is a pair of functioning eyes. Effie mumbled the last part to himself again while casting a sidelong scowl at our group. He's making it quite painfully obvious that he has no faith in us. And how are we going to take the place of the Ting Tang Gang's boss? We'll put sedatives in the food served at the casino. We've already finished negotiating the details with the head chef. Sedatives. Sod and Effie winked at each other. It was a gesture demonstrating that the two were ideal partners, able to tell each other's thoughts just from exchanging glances. Hey, dear pawnbroker, we'll be taking a look at the goods on showcase from here to there. Oh, yeah, sure, of course. Please take your time, ma'am. The pawnbroker's attitude took a sharp turn from disdain to cow-towing? That was a cow-towing. Maybe that should have been our word of the day. Now then, let's take what we need from the display. Oh my! This is Gupcha designer brooch, isn't it? Oh, what discerning eyes you have there, sir. This beaut is the mainstay of our shop's catalog. Only 10 of those were ever made, so its worth is positively un... My dog used to have one of these on its collar whenever we took it out for walkies. It's so nice to see something that brings back pleasant memories. I'm down for these cowhide gloves. Whoever had them must have been a fashionista. Please take items that suit what's written in the envelopes. You have roles to play. Pardon, but the envelope I have received says janitor. This must be an error of some sort. Okay, it's good and all, but do you have the money to pay for all this? Worrying about spendings? Who do you think we are, some low-rank hirelings? There's nothing I can't afford using this black card. Dante, what's this about? You told me we can't have prime beef because we don't have the budget. So the rumors were true that teams with notable performance are given company card with no spending limit. While everyone was shocked by the proven existence of the fabled black card, a loud voice came from outside. Oi, dotard! Didn't I say your payment was due today? Someone who clearly belongs to a vicious syndicate entered the pawn shop. Please, give me one more chance. I swear I'll have the money ready. One more? Can't you do basic math? You said the thing last time. Boss won't like me wasting precious time reteaching kindergarten, you hear? I'm just a frail old man standing on dottery feet. There's really nothing you'll get out of shaking me down. Pleading with an overtly loud voice, the pawnbroker looked at us. Hey, you're talking back now. Yeah, go on then, get mad. I won't feel so guilty that way. In a way, he looked like he was covertly begging us to help him based on his expression. The sinner's attention was naturally drawn to the ongoing row. What are you looking at? You think I'm playing? Gee, that was so stereotypical. I didn't even get nerves to reply. Can't people be more creative about throwing taunts? Shouldn't we help out, or maybe? Unlike Ishmael, who scoffed at the goons, Sinclair anxiously glanced over. We have no choice. The backstreets have their own rules and order. We aren't the ones to disturb that complex web of their society. Outsiders like us will only cause a bigger scene if we try to step in. Pleased by the sinners choosing to stay away, the goon continued with the extortion. If you ain't got money, why don't you pay your dues in that instead? We keep telling you. Anything but that, please. Is it really okay to leave them be? Shall I settle the dispute for them so it does not bother you, manager? What does that toughster mean? Nope, that's the wrong voice. What does that toughster mean by that, anyway? Currency more valuable than money exists in this district. It's well known that J-Corp Singularity is powerful security technology capable of locking anything. What is less known, however, is the extensive cultural and historical background of the backstreets of Nest J that led to the Singularity's creation. History? Are you seriously about to lecture us here and now? I was never told about any mandatory education when I joined the company. In spite of the opposition, Faust went on with her explanation. Here, a technology exists to extract wish power from people. Though it's not widely known outside this district since it didn't quite have the generality to be recognized as a singularity. In essence, it's processing luck into a commodity that can be traded, like a form of money. It brought forth the need for a way to stop others from forcibly extracting his wish power, leading to the creation of security technology that ultimately developed in the singularity we know today. GUE, Faust. Must be tiring having to teach these dunces in ways they can get. It's fine. This was within my anticipated scenario. I don't like the way you said that. Come on now, gather the items to help with your disguises so we can leave. Sod flapped the document full of scheduled plans to emphasize that we'd be busy. We're salary workers, not heroes fighting for justice. Wait, not that word. A bad feeling rushing through my head prompted me to count the sinners I could see. That does not align with a certain someone's beliefs. Wait, is Dawn about to get worked up? And it's one that would severely provoke her principles. Ishmael seemed to have noticed what I meant, and hurriedly looked around. Oh no! Thou darest try to pilfer the valuables of others! This behavior can only be seen as wholehearted villainy! Oh no! Don Quixote! But it was a moment too late. Don Quixote had already sprinted forward and was swinging her lance at the ting-tanger who gripped the pawnbroker by the collar. Whack! Caught completely unaware, the goon was hit right on the head with the blunt side of her lance. Knocked out on the floor in a frisky swing, the fainted goon became the center of attention for all of us inside the pawn shop for a solid minute. For your information, keeping the sinners in check is not part of my job description. That would be the job of this person here. Don't give me that look. There's nothing in my abilities to keep her under control. I couldn't stop myself from defending my position even when I was aware that my voice couldn't reach anybody besides the sinners. Oh well. It's not like my defense wouldn't have made them look any less baffled towards me if they could hear it. Oh! The pawnbroker was the only one chuffed by this turn of events. Great work, ma'am. Serves that hooligan right, but I'll say, could have whooped him a tad harder, maybe. Vergilius advised me that while I'm able to freely deliver justice onto villains, I must do so without unduly involving irreverence in our mission. Thus I showed moderation. Her proud expression never looked so provoking. So you remembered his words and still leapt forward? 'Twas a necessary action to stay true to my creed. Please understand my virtuous violence. Not to kill the mood, but that ruffian isn't actually dead, right? I thought you wanted her to get straight to Wallops, old sport. I did, but things get fairly complicated if the Euro DVA showed up, you know? The Euro DVA? What are they doing here? No, forget that. Why are you worrying about them? Not up to date with the news, are you, ma'am? They've been causing trouble here for months now. Are they villains as well? Oh, they're villains to us humble merchants for sure. They were going on about, what was it? Roughing up greedy peddlers, keeping money to themselves and giving it to those who need it. Distributing something, they said. The redistribution of wealth. Ah, that's it, yes. Those scoundrels are robbing us poor saps of what little wealth we have. And they don't even do the dirty work themselves. It's always the local brutes they send. Can you believe it? Anywho, life has been hard for us because of those self-righteous bunches. Looks like they were here to find something at first, but all they do now is squeeze money out of us. I just realized, shouldn't we take our leave now? More toughies from the Ting Tang gang might be coming this way. It seemed like Rhodia deliberately cut off the pawnbroker in a hurry, but I had little time to think about the implications. I wonder if Rhodia has connections to the Ting Tang gang, since she wants to get away without, you know, more of them coming to recognize us. Hello, Celerity. The gang member Don Quixote had knocked out began to flinch as though to get back up soon. What a hassle. You're making the problem bigger than it had to be. Hey, Muffin and Sable, was it? Don't be so tart now. There are plenty of pawn shops around here, right? We can always find a different. It's Effie and Sod. Please don't mistake our names for confections. And your statement that there are plenty of pawn shops in the vicinity won't mean much. When said pawn shops notice the trouble happening here and close. Don Quixote! I'm tired of lecturing these idiots on every little thing. We should just leave. Right as I try to leave, someone wearing similar thuggish clothes to the one we just knocked out, with a face that looked just as rough, stormed in the shop. Hey yo, Codger, have you seen our... Wait, Slimmy! Just what's going on here? We did our best to pretend to be innocent customers who just happened to be in the pawn shop at the wrong time. However, in an unfortunate concurrence of events, the goon came back to their senses. Who did this? Tell me now! That beanie's gonna regret the day they grew stems! Over there! That red time puss! The direction that finger was pointing was simply too ambiguous for me to pretend otherwise. Plus, there's no point denying that I was meant by red time puss. I'm sure there would be literally no one else matching the description of this entire district. Just so you don't get the wrong idea, I have nothing to do with these people or what happened here. I was just bringing a towel to this cool poor fella's head. That's marmy gaffer. I had no expectations for him in the first place. That man really has a shaky reed for his backbone. Although the pawnbroker switching sides in a heartbeat and the finger-pointing clock slander over something I was responsible for, too, hurt me a little. Oh, something I wasn't responsible for, too, hurt me a little. I was determined to stand firm. Yeah. Friolitos over there. Stop freezing your tracks. Mostly because it was clear that we had to run right now. If I kept letting small things bother me, I would be reduced to a pulp sooner rather than later. No need to run. Let's just kill them all and be done with it. What's next? You're gonna wipe out the whole syndicate? That doesn't sound too bad. The forces of evil must be uprooted with haste in order to raise the banner of justice high. Uh-oh. Is there seriously no one on your team who's in their right mind? Ishmael looked insulted by this remark, and seemed to be thinking of a counter-argument, but the Ting Tang goons aiming themselves were a more pressing matter. Arming themselves. God, I cannot read today, y'all. I don't know why. My brain is not working. I don't know. Let's get out of here first. I don't know what's going on with me. I didn't sleep very well last night. That may be part of it. What was that lunacy from? You got lunacy just for watching that entire 30-minute dialogue? Thanks. We'll be fine. I was about to say, I just realized you would need a French accent for Mersault. Ooh, what is wrong? What's wrong with a French accent? But yes, Mersault already has his French accent. He is a Frenchman. As Saw had predicted, all the pawnbrokers were busy closing their street entrances to avoid rubble. Hey, you pricks, stop right where you're standing! You think you can get away with messing with our family, tiny fave? Babe? What's with brutish syndicates and their pretend families? Is that the only thing they can think of to bond with each other? Look at the bump you made on our precious youngin's head! Good gracious, this was not part of the plan. Effie clutches his forehead as if it were aching. I thought about goading him to keep some headache pills at hand if this was enough to cause him pain, but I refrained. My lack of a head would have made the message far less impactful anyway. You too. You thought we were worthless scum until now, didn't you? I know you've been seeing our group as sewage full of waste. I don't think anyone spoke of us that harshly, Otis. Have you not wondered why we have been charged with the momentous mission of claiming Golden Boughs despite that? Well, why is that? Even Effie seemed to be taken aback by Otis's imposing attitude. Although I won't disagree that the others are rubbishes drenched in foul water. No, seriously, you're the only one who's saying that. Oh, that's what Miss Otis had been thinking all this time? I have remained undefeated, and our manager is capable of resuscitating us, making us practically incapable of death. In fact, just the two of us should be sufficient. Though that weasel Vergilius seems to disagree. The point is, these detrites won't be scrapped even after countless battles. They'll come back as the exact same piles of trash they were before death. That was a very inspiring way of reaffirming that we're living, breathing garbage to you. Morons. Enemies are approaching. Are you prepared, manager? Look, they may not be... The sinners may not be the most competent of individuals. They may not even be very useful individuals. They may actually be walking liabilities. But they're exactly what this city needs, damn it. They're not the heroes we wanted. They're the heroes we needed. Bean-hating ting-tanger. Is this allowed? A bean-hating ting-tanger? And you guys got on me for when I was talking about Bina. I'm just saying. Maybe I wasn't so bad. Maybe I wasn't so bad. That's insane. What are these other guys? Bean-hating. This guy's stagger can't even see his name. Oh, he's a chest puffer. This is a chest puffer. Got you. You can't say that, Devin. I didn't say anything. It was entirely him. It was all the ting-tanger. Also, what is a ting-tanger? I thought that they had just I thought that was like the silly name that they gave us. Oh my god, they got reinforcements. Whenever they said that we were gonna be pretending to be the Ting Tang gang, I thought that they just picked a silly little name and it wasn't a real organization. But obviously these guys are. Dude, look at these animations. Wait, that was cool. Look at Otis's attacks. She had like some type of like wow. It was like a magic. Does she have magic? Oh my god. She's murdering everyone. Oh, I never realized this. They go in one by one whenever they're finishing off the enemies. Isn't that cool? Wait, let me see Otis though. Don't kill him! Wait, did she attack and I just wasn't paying attention? I really wanted to see that. I really wanted to see that. She just yells really loud. Who, Otis? Is that what that animation is? It just looked really cool. And is Yisan just punching them? Are all of his attacks just bringing out the fisticuffs? I like it. He's got like the holy punches of fury. And he's the GOAT now. Wait, he's MVP every time. We lost Ishmael used to... Maybe Butler Ishmael is better. Maybe it's not worth going, trying to work with this new page, but... I think it's cool. I think it's cool to have an ammunition page. Soldiers of Limbu. Yes. Oh wow, Canto 2 has 19 stages, y'all. It's quite a bit. Yes, we're fine. We're fine. I think we're gonna be one level behind this entire Canto. That's okay. Yep, straight hands. We love blunt damage. I am a fan of this new Yisan, I must say. I think we might return back to Butler Ishmael. Both because she was doing really cool, and also certain ulterior motives. They made us for pathetic foes. That was absolutely nothing. Ting Tang Gang had tight control over this area. This is not going to be the end of... You guys again? A bean hater? Just then more Ting Tangers began showing up from the street corners. Who sent your haircuts to mess with us? We are the proud soldiers of Limbus! Ah! Effie quickly covered Don Quixote's mouth. Have you lost it? Do you want the entire district after us? More coming! Give us your command, manager! Thank you for making this a quick dialogue. I won't lie, that last dialogue that we had dragged on for quite a while. Not the one about Otis calling everybody trash, but the pawn shop. That was a bit much. Guys, I must say, Don Quixote's insouciance may be the bane of our team. I feel like she needs to take things more seriously. But, you know, I like the energy she brings along with her. You guys can write that down? Give me a ding. Can you give me a check mark for my word of the day usage there? We're 1 for 1. How many of these little gooners are we gonna have to get through? I guess they're not gooners. A gooner would refer to somebody else. These are just goons. How many of these goons do we gotta get through before we get to a boss? Hopefully, if this is a 19-stage Canto, hopefully it has a mid-boss, like Doom was saying the other day. Aubrey says, fun fact, Don Quixote isn't lore accurate. They are more serious than they should be. Yeah, honestly, she is kind of serious about, like... I guess she's not necessarily not serious. Oh yeah, look at the attacks here. She has magic. Does she have bug magic? Did Otis get bug magic from her ID? She's like part sorceress now. Bug sorceress. Maybe she's channeling God of the Depth magic. Fear and hunger. Damn it, they won't stop coming. We'll wear our lives out before we can even take a step inside the casino. Don't fret, Heathcliff. As long as the manager's with us, we won't die from fatigue or other things. That's not the point at all. They believed Heathcliff? They've never had... Wait, why does Heathcliff get bleeped? They've never bleeped anything in the past. Maybe that's a Limbus thing. The solution is simple. Any organization can be... Nope, this is not his voice. How do you do a French accent? The solution is simple. Any organization can be brought down by deposing its leader. With the head gone, the meat supporting it will break apart. You're the only one speaking my tongue here. I'm proper myth. So let's go break some bones, head, whatever. Hence, onward we travail! Wait, come back here. This is the crowd you're supposed to accompany, Faust. Life is full of mysteries. That, perhaps, is what makes it an ideal reflection, no? Tell me where your gaffer is. I want to see him now! Heathcliff grabbed a mook by the collar and shook it about violently. To me, it looked as if anything still conscious had left already. And maybe even more than that. The Sea Heart is gonna be at the Car Pagoda. The what? Where the hell is that? Makes sense! It's probably the scrapyard nearby. Really though, are you actually planning to take down the gang's boss? That won't be reflected in your employee performance review or anything, you know? He's not sharp enough to calculate such things into his actions. He's waste, bearing little relation to schemes or plots. On the other hand, he flirts closely with nonsense. No, I do think that makes sense. Nothing to worry about, Effie. We always keep a plan B, don't we? Sod spoke with a serene face. However, I could see her consciously trying to maintain calm from time to time, giving me reason to suspect that she's putting on a veil of kindness. If disguising as your given roles is out of the question, you can all get up as members of the Ting Tang gang instead. That way, you won't arouse much suspicion when moving in a large group. You'll be able to reach the top floor without much trouble. And we could siphon some wish power from the Ting Tang gang while we're at it. Taking the wish power. If you had infinite wish power, MVP Rhodia. Well, I think that was a pretty good performance, all things considered. I wonder if I'll finally get some recognition. If I was the Ting Tang gang, and I had all the wish power in the world, what would I wish for? Other than a Hung Lu ID. It'd probably be a Hung Lu ID. Also, I'm sorry, LCCB Assistant Manager Ishmael was cool and all, but give me my Butler back. Give me my dang Butler back. I like everybody else. I like the rest of the crew that we have running right now.
버틀러 차원 가방 준비 완료했습니다.
I'd probably wish for some nice ego if I had more power, more wish power. Yoki asks, do you even have a 000 ID? No, we do not have a 3-star. I guess, is that what they call them? I don't know what you would refer to them as, but you know, they seem like it's 1-star, 2-star, 3-star. But no, we only have 2 stars. Oh, come hither, fellows, and lend me your gazes. What is all this? Cars are heaped upon each other as if to form a tower. Sombre. The structures that seem tower-like at a distance were actually cars stacked upon each other. Why are so many piled up like this? Oh, some have scripts upon their windshields. It must have been their family's writings. This one says, I miss you. The owners are coming back soon for them, right? Not a chance. Even if they did return from the casino, they wouldn't be in the right state to happily reunite with their loving families. Well, to play the auxiliary role of your tour guide, this here is the hidden landmark of the street, the bitter end of gamblers. And this served as a stepping stone for the Ting Tang gang to amass wealth and power by dealing used cars. So Rhodia, you've been to places like this pretty often, right? Got anything to add? Bet you could tell us some pretty interesting trivia. God, don't know. Don't remember a thing. I decided to forget all that past and focus on what's in front. And I would be able to keep to that self-promise if not for irritants like them. Oh, I'm boning. Who do you think you are to goof around our turf? Or what, you here to sell your car? Nay, we mount an omnibus. We don't deal in organs, though. Well, I guess a pair of eyes with pupils as specially colored as yours might sell. So we have come to the right place. We are here for your leader. You're pretty bold and faced in a gang. Who do you work for? We serve under An awkward silence passed. I asked you a question. Don't stop midway. Guys, Don Quixote's. She's growing on me. Where's Omni-Man? No Omni-Man. Omnibus. Omnibus? Is it really an omnibus? What is an omnibus? Doesn't omni mean that it's like has many uses? I think the bus really only has one use. Oh my god, there she is again. There's my maid Ishmael. But it does seem like with her other form, the LCCB ID, range attacks are not like special attacks in this that avoid clashes or anything. It's just ammunition is just a special passive that you can have, and you can spend it for enhanced effects, it looks like. And even though it kept telling us that we are under level for these fights, it does seem like we are doing just fine. I wonder how under leveled you really have to be to where you actually couldn't make it through these levels, because they are not very difficult. Raymond says range attacks are nothing special. Okay, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Which honestly, I'm kind of fine with that. I mean, obviously in Ruina, there wasn't so many different. Like you ended up using a lot of the same cards. Like obviously you had different key pages, but it wasn't like the pages you used were bound to the key pages. So it's like you could be using, you know, plenty of different key pages that were all singleton that all had the same deck. So there wasn't that much to. It was very easy to memorize stuff. So it wasn't that bad to have like the whole range mechanic. But I feel like a range mechanic in this would just get tedious to remember. You know what I mean? It'd be too much for my brain to deal with.
먼지 한 톨 남지 않은 완벽한 청소였어요.
Another one?
주인님은 간밤에 뭐가 다녀갔는지도
Whoa.
모르실 테죠.
What'd I do? What am I getting rewarded for? I don't even think I did anything. I'll take it. Oh, we leveled up, I guess. Level 6. Manager level increased. Thank you. Oh, this is our new manager daily bonus. I was gonna say, I had logged on pre-stream earlier and I got the daily bonus from the new event, so I thought that we'd like miss our chance to get the rest of these, but I guess not. I guess there's 2 like dailies going on right now. That makes sense. If an uptie your sinners, we'll get there when we need to. Our sinners are still doing just fine. Give me a oh my god, Devin, you're back in chat if you can see my face. If not, then act like I don't exist. But I think we should be back. Finally? Are we good? He's back? Okay, we're back. Guys, what is going on? This stream has been having so many issues. I have no idea what has been going on there. This is weird. Okay. Well, we should be good. Hopefully we have no more issues for the rest of stream. We will see, I guess. All right. I don't know. Let's go. I don't know what's happening. We're getting 1 million daily check-ins. Thank you. I gotta start progressing before the stream dies further. Wish canister. Keep moving along. Thank you. I don't know what the hell. Blame verticals? I don't think it was the vertical stream. I think it was the Twitch. I think Twitch was breaking everything. I don't know, man. What the hell? Okay. What's up? Boss, some fassel who haven't even told... What are these? I don't know. What are these words? Where are these words coming from? What is a fassel? Is it like an asshole? A flippant asshole. A fassel? Who haven't even told where they're from rolled into town all of a sudden. Who sent you? The way you're dressed tells me it ain't Los Habaneros or the Butchers. I'll give you a chance to growl for forgiveness. Do that and I'll let you leave with your limbs in tow. We should gladly part if you were to take off your clothing. What? Gisan, you are being way too forward right now. That makes it sound kind of weird. Boss, I think they might be the odd pods people have been talking about. You know, rumored to fandangle with people's owners. You're a disgusting bunch, let me tell you, that's no way to live. Now, our assumed big boss of the gang is looking at us with genuine disgust. I have not wanted to win a fight as desperately as I do now. Is that why this is the comedy Canto? Is that why people had mentioned that earlier? I see. I think I understand now. I think I get it now. Alright, we got rustic sounding ting-tangers, chest puffing. Jesus, I cannot speak today. And there's a bean-hater here. Like I was saying earlier, I really don't know how low of a level you'd have to be for you to start losing fights. Because now I think we're technically 2 levels down, and we're still just fine. Oh my god, look at her go! Look at those big ol' attacks! Is one of you guys the boss or no? They're all level 11, wow. Yeah, we actually are a decent bit under level. We're good though. We'll be fine. Oh, ignore that sound. Guys, it's weird getting used to the new Windows error sound. I mean, I think you guys probably already knew this, but I was on Windows 11 until we got the new PC that came with Windows. Oh, I was on Windows 10 until recently. Now I'm on Windows 11 whenever we got the new PC. Maybe the new PC has a mind of its own. Maybe it's intentionally sabotaging the stream. Yoki says 15 days till Canto 8. Is there only... There's only 7 Cantos out right now? Are some of them longer than others? Because I feel like we're making really good progress. Why does Limbus just play itself? I mean, I think that's what happens when you make a game live service like this. It's really not a point. I mean, I guess this probably would be pretty satisfying to just sit here, especially if you're like on mobile. I could definitely see just like sitting somewhere, you know, dragging across your screen, having the attacks go off and do their own thing. Just watching the, you know, the boom, 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 boom. It's like we're watching a movie. It's like a slightly interactive movie. Canto 4 is like 50 stages. Yeah, don't worry, the later cantos are much longer. Okay, awesome. Good. Good, good, good. Yeah, I was a little afraid that we were just gonna breeze through all of them and just not, like it was gonna be, there was gonna be no content, you know? Oh, here's the boss man. Hello, boss man. Ooh. So what does Tremor do? We have a lot of abilities now that inflict Tremor. I don't know exactly what they actually do. Oh my god, we're going crazy. Don Quixote is just not relenting. Alright, I'll kill you the good old-fashioned way. Dude, look at all the speed dice we have. That's crazy. Panic and Agitated. The Ting Tang boss. Where's Tremor? When hit by attacks that trigger Tremor Burst, raises the stagger threshold by 1, lasts 29 turns. Okay. So you need to have a Tremor Burst ability to go along with it. Which actually none of her abilities have. I don't even know if we have Tremor Burst. Oh. Sorry fella, but I think you might be cooked, man. I think it might be over for you. We are the Ting Tang boss now. We went from level 1 mafioso, level 100 Ting Tang boss. You darn little roaches. Who the hell do you work for? It's about time you told us. We are from Limbus Company. Finally, one less milestone round the neck. That doesn't help at all. Oh, and for reference, Effie and I work in a different department. Please don't associate us with them. The sheer frustration over our aversion to conversing sensibly must have played a considerable role in causing the boss to pass out. My condolences to the poor fellow's patience. Do we seriously have to wear these, though? Stuff reeks of sweat and blood and smells grody, too. Rhodia complained, lifting the shirt she took from a Ting Tang member with 2 fingers like she was handling trash. Yuck, some hair, too. This is the first time I'm jealous of Dante's missing eyes. I can't see, by the way. This looks pretty dandy, actually. I guess their business was more successful than I thought. I want that. Bagsy. I can't. It's been tailor-made. The label here says it's good for all girths. Noticing that my gaze was fixed on the label of his clothing, Effie barked. We wouldn't be doing any of this if you hadn't caused that ruckus in the pawn shop. I don't mind. I've always wanted to try on clothes like these. It's like we're filming a movie. To be honest, I'm a little nervous. It's been a while since I've worked in disguise. I don't feel like it. This is the coward's way. Sorry, but can someone please keep her mouth shut? You're free to try as long as you're good with your ribs being cut apart. Gregor's softly spoken riposte got the sinners to crack up. For a moment, Effie and Sod seemed to wonder how they should take it. Before deciding that's not worth mulling over and moving on, Effie then lifted a small container that appeared to be inlaid with nacre?
콩콩이파 보스에게서 얻은 소망통이다.
This is a wish container we seized from the Ting Tang's boss. Manager, here's a simple role you can play. What are you?
무슨 말인지 모르겠다는
I guess we owe you an
모습이니
explanation, judging from your clueless motions.
제2사의 특이점이
The long and short of it is that this thing contains J-Corp's other singularity. This is a tool that sucks up wishes from people and stores them in some form of energy.
적당한 시점에 소망을 종이의 형태로
When the
짜내면
time is right, squeeze the wish power onto a sheet of paper and voila! You get a one-use stick-on tattoo that boosts your luck to high heavens.
운을 끌어모아서
Seems the plan was to try to win the game on the top floor by scraping the other's luck. Imagine, the boss of some lowly gang was carrying one of these.
관리자, 단테랬나?
Manager, Dante, right? I want you to hold on to this when we enter the casino. Am I really allowed to carry such a big responsibility?
자신 없어 보인다는 몸짓이지만
You don't look like you're oozing confidence. We do have reasons for assigning you this task. First off, poker face is going to be vital when you're gambling. No matter how good they are at reading expressions, they won't be able to tell what emotions to read from a clock.
두 번째,
Second, I trust that they've appointed you as manager for a reason. Call it a hunch, but something tells me you'll be more useful than those sinners you're leading. Come to think of it, he had a point. I was given the title of manager, but never had a chance to be the charismatic leader I envisioned. Instead of showing respect, my sinners would constantly berate and threaten me. The only real role I could afford to play was bringing them back to life. While all the sinners were engaged in fierce battle, all I would do is cower behind them, anxiously praying that their heads and hearts were unscathed. With a heavy heart, I nod to let him know I was ready.
좋아. 이걸 당신의 팔에 붙여.
Alright, put this on your arm. You'll become the luckiest person in the city for a short while. Do they not have, like, stuff in the casino to detect, you know, luck-draining technologies? Because shouldn't they all be aware? If they live in this area, I feel like all of them are probably aware of the J-Corp singularity, right? You think that a casino would have
그럼 여러분은 콩콩이파, 저희는 딜러.
something against that?
서로 역할에 최선을 다해보죠.
They'd have a way to detect that. They probably rigged the casino? Maybe. Because what are they playing? I mean, unless they're playing, like, poker, wouldn't they be stealing the money from the casino as well? Like, they're just making the others lose, but really they're taking the money from the casino, I think. Maybe they are betting against each other. Now then, you'll act as ting-tangers and we'll be croupiers. Break a leg, everyone. Vowing that we'll see this operation to success no matter what, we open the door to the casino. We're in. Alright, Oswald, you have the floor. You haven't listened to me, this is very important. Go ahead. I'm ready.
주인님은 간밤에 뭐가 다녀갔는지도 모르실 테죠.
Look at that. Look who's back on top. I probably should be paying attention to the stats on our characters. Otis is the weakest out of all of them, but also I think that she's last, like, in turn order. So that would probably make sense as to why that's happening. But Ishmael just puts out way more damage than everyone else. The maid Ishmael goes crazy. Like, how is the team set up right now? Yeah, obviously the people that are going last are dealing less damage, which just makes sense because these guys are getting their extra speed coins before everyone else.
버틀러 차원 가방 준비 완료했습니다.
Otis is a support? Well, I guess I haven't even checked what her abilities do. So it says bet everything in Sinclair on red. We're putting Sinclair in there. How much do you think Sinclair is worth? Like 50, I don't even know what the currency of the city is. Does the city have a currency? I'm sure they do. Nothing. I'm sure he's worth like maybe like a fifth of an Ishmael. The casino could be described as busy. Excessively cheery sounds blared from slot machines. On is the currency. That's right. I think they had mentioned that in the what's that called? The pawn shop. I see. I'm surprised that I don't think they ever mentioned currency in any of the other games. I guess we don't ever need it. Everything's basically free for us. The lights were so bright that some of our sinners had to cover their eyes, and the security guards took note of our garish outfits. They gave us a customary nod. Sod and Effie, dressed as croupiers, discreetly nodded at us as they accompanied Rhodia to the casino's cage. I was amazed by their ability to feign expertise from the way they carried themselves to the facial expressions they made. Few would doubt that they're long-time employees. What manner of sorcery are these dazzling contraptions? Try not to go saucer-eyed at everything like a fascinated kid, Don Quixote. You'll seem fishy. The guests here look dead inside with their dim eyes, and they smell worse than the ting-tang schmucks we faced. Did they even wash? I don't think they'd be too happy about you holding your nose right before their faces, Ishmael. But this is the kind of bilgy cinch I'd only ever caught from deckhands. Fortunately, most of them were too focused on the machines to care about what we were doing. Manager Esquire, hath you seen such a thing? What must I do to hear the jolly bells as the other patrons are? I don't think I've been in one of these places before, so I wouldn't know. Looking at all the flashy symbols and numbers spinning, had slowly eroded my resolve to act the part of a stern manager. I guess a little peek is fine? It says here to press the button. Is pressing it what one ought to do? I swear upon my minute and hour hands, I had no intention of pressing that button. Absolutely none. The hand I'd swiftly outstretched to stop Don Quixote from touching the machine unexpectedly fumbled and landed smack on the button. And in an unpredictable series of coincidences, someone had left a token in it, enough for one game. Reels started spinning under fanfare. We could only watch as the chain of events unfolded. It's happening! The gambling is finally happening! By the way, I hope Dante handles the wish stickers we took from the Ting Tang gang with care. Wait, does he still have it on? That manager? It was the only favor we asked of them. They'd better be doing a good job. You can count on Dante, dear duo. They're one of the few sensible pals who gets what's up. That's good to hear. With so many cheats attached, they should be able to win any game with ease. We just need to be careful not to draw any attention here. Oh no! The players next to us stare with jaws dropped so far their chins could touch the floor. Waves of casino chips plunged from the machine, so many that I wouldn't dare to try to gather them up. Wait, oh, I was like, why are we dressed like this? I forgot that we were wearing our costumes. We were wearing our disguises. I'm so sorry, Effie, Sod. I came here determined to do something right, and it fell apart all so soon. A jackpot? What machine is it? Just like that? No warning right now? A moment, please. Just let me check your ID. Hey, what's with the aggro? Is it a crime to win big at a casino? Chance in this place doesn't work the way we think it usually does. You could accumulate your luck for a big payout for a trickle in small amounts to break even. But winning the jackpot on your first try should be a literal impossibility here. Chips are raining down like shooting stars! I'd hope you of all people would have the sense of responsibility. Yet all it took was Don Quixote's siren plea for you to give in. I'm disappointed. You're none other than our manager, and I expect you to show your capability and clear the disgrace of failure from us. Ishmael's barrage of scathing whispers was something to marvel at, as Gregor muttered in awe. On top of that, her piercing gaze I'd never felt before. Made me want to weasel away under a rock, if there were one. For once, I thank my clock for lacking eyes to meet her glare. Now hold on, that might be our only problem. Might not be our only problem. Gregor was fretfully looking in every direction, till he stopped to a point at the shocking discovery he just made. And where he pointed, "How long have you been off your disguise, Ryoshu?" Was a sullen Ryoshu wearing the same clothes she'd always worn. I don't put on others' discarded clothing. Yeah, Manager Bud. Today isn't our day, huh? Yup. Looks like we're screwed. Royally. This can't be. All the work we did to put this plan in motion. Faust, what were you thinking volunteering to bring these fools along for your missions? You're supposed to have near unparalleled brilliance, right? Then use it! Even though I haven't worked with them for long, I was able to realize something. I ought to become a Faust that believes in uncertainty. When the lack of a plan becomes the plan, all variables become constants. That is what my plan entails. Faust turned to me with a tranquil face. Thanks to her, my role right now became clear. Alright, it's time for our usual gig. Let's kill and be killed. What we do best. You know, I do respect the Limbus company's approach. The Sinner's approach to taking on their problems. Simplify, don't make it too complicated. Take out your weapons and fight. That's all you really gotta do. That's really all it ever comes down to. Okay, what are y'all weak to? Fatal to slashing. Gotcha. And then what's the other thing? But you're endured to blunt. Understood. Oh, I wanted to look at Otis's abilities. Okay, so order applies protection to an ally on hit. And onslaught command, if you flip heads, applies damage up to the ally at the slow speed. Okay, yeah, so she really is like full on support. Got you. Okay. Cool. I guess it is worth having a little support person on the team. Obviously, I think Ishmael's just supposed to be our main damage dealer. And I would assume that the in-corp IDs are probably more focused on, like, being tanky. Especially consider that the Don right now has 113 HP compared to everybody else, whose health is lower. Yeah, we have a lot of blunt damage for this, though. We have a whole lot of blunt damage for enemies that are completely blunt resistant. And they don't have any color weaknesses either. No sin weaknesses. How many of you rigid casino securities are there? Doom says in-corp IDs are a mix of bleed and tank. Bleed, really? This is true. Eventually, once we get enough IDs, we are going to have to start building around like certain stats effects and stuff instead of just building around the best IDs that we have. I'm guessing for a while it's probably just going to be using the best IDs available instead of actually trying to build a concise, coherent team that synergizes well. Maybe we'll get enough good IDs soon to where we can actually start building intricate teams. Oh. Sunny says sin weaknesses are determined by their last used ego still, if I remember correctly. Is that true? By default, with no ego used, it takes the resistances of the currently equipped Zane ego. Okay, so their resistances can change. But the enemies don't use ego. Are we talking about us? At least I haven't seen an enemy use ego yet. I just realized we're not even killing them. They're running away. They're escaping. They're talking about me. Ah, I see. Well, I never use ego either. Anyways, we're basically the NPCs. We don't use ego either. And honestly, most of the time I'm just win rating, so we're really basically just completely NPC mode. Hello, Sariru. Sariru? So what 3 stars did you get so far? Nada. 0. None. We got a couple decent 2 stars so far, but no 3 stars, sadly. I have been EXing all of these stages, right? Yeah, I have. We're actually this Canto provides a decent amount of lunacy. Oh, I didn't realize this, but our leftover energy got like the energy that we gained from leveling up was in excess, but like they allowed us to keep it. Perfect. Yeah, no, we don't have any 3 stars yet. But Ishmael, I like our maid Ishmael is really good. Hello, Camille. What vertical streams? We do have vertical streams available now as well. Yes. can't stand watching this charade. How much time are you going to waste fighting those small fries? It's often the case that grumbling people don't have a clear solution to contribute. Listening to Ishmael's disapproval, Ryoshu shook her head and assumed a confident look. This is art. Taster, give me the knife. You may forever take it from my hands. The blade will be better off parting ways to wander about the air for however long. Thank. Why does she talk so weird? Why is Ryoshu so strange? Ryoshu held his dagger and threw it straight into the air. It struck an anchorage on the ceiling that kept the chandelier still, causing it to sway precariously. Indeed, Ryoshu may be weakened from what she once was because she became a sinner, but nevertheless, she was still the best swordsman we had. It will cut through steel like a proverbial hot knife. Sure, she treats my words with less respect than she would a wad of gum, but that wasn't a problem. Everyone's seats turned to the swinging chandelier, and eventually, flustered by all the gazes falling upon it. Thus, in a haze, it succumbs. Oh? Watch out! The chandelier crashed to the floor in full force, making a tremendous noise. And that's just all it did. Nothing else happened. Both parties were left staring at the fallen light fixture in the middle of the floor. So, what was that for, Ryoshu? A performance. You just made that up, didn't you? Still, I'm glad none of us were hurt. We'll have to see about that. More guards? More guards. Oh, these are confident casino security. What made you guys get so confident? Okay, well now that I'm starting to understand the combat mechanics better, let me actually try to understand how our abilities work and what they do. So we already looked at Otis. They're kind of a support character. Dawn inflicts nails and tremor. Oh, and she has tremor burst. And nails inflicts bleed. Okay, it's a unique bleed. Got you. Alright. We've got Ishmael. She can gain poise. On hit, gain a potency-based chance to deal critical damage, reducing the count by 1 if successful. Okay, so that's why she's dealing more damage, because she's getting extra crit. And sinking, she applies to enemies to make them take extra SP damage. Her housekeeping also gives her poise to give her extra crit. The haste speeds her up. She lowers their defenses and inflicts more. Okay, I can see why she's been dealing the most damage out of anybody, because these are really good. Our Rhodia abilities are inflict tremor. That's right, we've seen all these. It's all just inflict tremor, which pairs well with our Dawn page, our Dawn ID. And then Yisan's IDs are always really weird. Gains insight. Shield if this skill is discarded. On use, discard 1 skill of the highest rank in all of this unit's skill slots. And on hit, lowers user's stagger threshold by insight. And then seal shut also gains more insight. Oh no, it gains a shield. Oh, okay, I see what it's saying now. Gain a shield if this skill is discarded based on the amount of insight you have. On use, discard 1 skill of the highest rank in all of this unit's skill slots. And this one inflicts sinking equal to insight. But how does one gain insight? The rank of the last skill discarded by the unit with this effect. And what is rank? I'm not sure. But okay, I get it. So he's just like discarding his skills back and forth, and he's kind of a tank then, right? That's what it seems like if he's generating shields. Also, Rodion has an extra defense skill. I didn't even pay attention to that. I didn't even look at their defense skills. I feel like I have been using the defense skills pretty well though in the abnormality fight so far. His gluttony is skill 1, his lust is skill 2. Oh, is that what it means by rank? Is just 1, 2, 3? Skill 1, skill 2, skill 3 are the ranks. Got you. So this page actually would probably get, this ID would probably get substantially better if I had his tier 3 ability, because it actually like synergizes with the other skills, just having a higher rank ability. Interesting. I see. Well, are we gonna fight like any abnormalities in this Canto? I'm not really expecting to see any of them here in the library, or not the library, in the casino. But maybe. You need 50 thread to get skill 3. Okay, so that's what the uptying is. The uptying is to get the higher level skills. Got you. Wouldn't it probably be better to wait until we can get a 3-star before we invest our thread? Although a whole nother skill would be really cool. Would be really nice. Yo, so that's why Dawn's been having those giant attacks. That's her using the Tremor Burst. That makes sense. It all makes sense now. Although it doesn't make sense that Rhodia is with us, even though she's supposed to be with the other 2 co-workers that we had. I wonder if they're ever gonna lock out certain sinners. Like, it doesn't make sense for them to be able to participate in the fight through the story. Then maybe we won't be able to use them or something. I actually think that would be cool. Most IDs are good even if they aren't a 3-star. Maybe it would be worth to uptie. If I was to uptie any of my IDs, I would do the Ishmael one. Just because it's been performing so well and I really like it. Just to make sure. You all know that our goal is to win the game being held on the top floor, not reduce the ground floor on the casino to rubble, right? I was certain that some definitely didn't know or care, but I figured I'd rather not remind her. Not only must we reach the top, we also have to win the game as our objective states. Thus, we need the wish power to make it happen. I won't bother reviewing in detail how the wish power we managed to collect went down the drain for preposterous reasons. It'll only hurt our morale. I had to keep my head down, feeling the pricks of conscience poking at my heart. Where can we secure the most wish power in this place? That roulette next to the entrance. People who visit the casino try their daily luck using that roulette and take or yield wish power depending on the outcome. Is that so? Then I'll seek out an opportunity to snatch the container attached to it. Think you can pull that off? I have carried out countless operations much greater in scale. Your preposterous blunder amounts to nothing in the grander scheme of things, manager. It has to have been the fault of the dredges who obfuscated your ability to make sensible decisions. Don't let their words deter you. Preposterous, I see. Wait! While we were busy discussing backup plans, Heathcliff was already making a mad dash for the entrance. Were we too focused on the conversation, or did we collectively lose our minds? In either case, none of us had a clue what he was up to. Heathcliff? Damn it, isn't it time we stopped chatting and moved up already? Then he shouted at security from the top of his lungs. Aren't you ashamed of yourselves? That blondie over there is a rookie who's as unfledged as he gets. And that mate there we call our manager has a bad case of lost memories and can't wield a weapon to save himself. This is what you're struggling against? What a joke. Damn you. Heathcliff, that was too harsh. You're here, much too mean, Heathcliff. And last thing, that club you're holding deserves a much better owner. You cocky little... The infuriated security guard swung the club with a furious wish, exploding towards Heathcliff. And as Heathcliff swerved out of its way, the roulette behind him bore the force, being smashed to pieces. The wish container! Spouts what I assume was once wish power until moments ago poured through the poor remains of the roulette. As if in death throes, Saud let out an agonized scream before clapping her hands over her mouth. I couldn't help but turn away from this tragic sight. When I grow up, I want to be a wish seeker, giving hope to everybody. I could almost hear the unfulfilled dreams of those lost wishes in my imagination.
잘 들어놓네.
Oi, listen up, you thickos. Do you want to admit to your boss about breaking this thing while fighting us and getting lambasted for it? Or do you want to make it our fault and let us through?
이거
This was
한달치
a
모이는
month's worth of luck.
2층으로 간다고 해도
It won't be any safer for you upstairs.
이미 무사하지 못했던 기억.
I had never been too close to safety anyway. Appreciate the advice. Heathcliff came to me with one of his shoulders dislocated, likely when he was grazed by the club. What's the look? Do your thing and fix me up.
결심했답니다.
I've made up my mind. Starting now, I won't ever try to discuss plans or anything similar with these people. Took you long enough to realize. Faust, this is one of those times when it's better to keep your mouth shut. With that, we drag ourselves up to the next floor. Ryan says, seriously, what even is meta in Limbus? Everything works to a varying yet still substantially high degree of success. That's what it does seem like so far. Stuff is just working. I'm not putting too much thought behind what I'm doing. Okay, I kind of want to see, so what our other IDs do? So our Heathcliff ID is all about Rupture. That just deals extra damage. And our Ryoshu ID is also all about Rupture. But it's not like we really have any abilities that, I guess, synergize with it. That synergize with that effect. So I think what we've got right now is actually pretty darn good. I don't think there's really anything we need to change. Yeah. Oh. Level up? Oh, we can spin tickets to level up our IDs. Oh my god, and they do a lot. Okay, this is some of the stuff that we've just been getting from the different levels we've beaten and from the dailies and such. I'm gonna save these for whenever we get a tier 3 so we can instantly level it up. I think that would be really good. And then we can't do up ties until we clear Canto 2. Got you. Okay. So yeah, we need to get through Canto 2 anyways. So why was everybody telling me to up tie when I can't even up tie yet? No, they up tie automatically Canto 2. Oh? Oh. Okay, you're talking about the base ID. Is that just because it's a base ID? Got you. Okay, so we can up-tie these if we wanted. And it doesn't even cost that much? Yeah. We get sweeping redirection and she gains more speed. And she gains a ton of poise with the up-tie. Oh, wait, no, this is the one that we already had. Does it upgrade it or something, or no? Oh, it unlocks her passive. If this unit critically strikes against targets with slower speed than this unit's, inflict 1 additional potency for negative effects with this skill. With its skills. Oh, and you can keep up-tying to keep making it better. Got you. Oh. Okay. I'm gonna up-tie her like one more time. And then I'm just gonna hold on to it. Edgar says the yellow text usually indicates the upgraded part of the skill. What, like the poise? Yeah, look how much poise she can get. Oh my god. Restraining technique.
주인님의 집안에 고용된 버틀러가
오.
유능하지 않을 리가 없죠. 병약해지신 틈을 타 부당한 이득을 취하려는 놈.
Huh?
제가 청소해드리겠습니다.
Whoa, that was sick. And we just got a new skill, 2 new enhanced skills, and a new support passive. What's happening? Wait, what is happening right now? What? Are we getting like a... Is this like a side story that happens when you uptie them up to tier 3? Is this a thing for every ID in the game? Identities get story content when you uptie them. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, uptie 3 unlocks tier 3 and gives uptie story. Awesome. Okay, I didn't expect this. Hello, Ishmael. What's going on with you? The Edgar Manor, wreathed in the ambient sunlight, is full of sounds of brooms and butler boots moving around its premises. Butlers of the Edgar family are busy with their last-minute deep cleaning of the manor before woven hunt. Brooms brushing against the floor, dishes clattering against one another, loud, bustling footsteps. Does this girl back here look like... What's her name? Why can't I not think of her name? The girl from Attack on Titan. Ymir. This is actually Ymir. Not like Ymir the girl that can transform into a Titan, but like Ymir that's like, you know, founder of all Titans. She's part of the family. It's part of the lore. Is Limbus connected to the Attack on Titan universe? Brooms brushing against the floor, dishes clattering against one another, loud, bustling footsteps. The child is quiet and impassively dusting the window frames amidst that clamor. No, not Historia. That does not look like Historia. That looks like Ymir. You know what I'm talking about. Come on, let's try not to neglect these out-of-the-way corners. The child would normally have quietly taken care of it herself without telling anyone, but... Now that they're all busily preparing for the hunt, she decided to give them a warning to avoid drawing the ire of her master, or the chief butler. It may have sounded a tad nosy, but it was her own way of caring for the other butlers. Even a pinch of dust particles could be dangerous for our master, you know. Sorry, I'll be more careful from now on. Come on, the hunt's coming up. So let's keep ourselves in tip-top shape, alright? Of course, she wasn't just worried for her fellow butlers. It was clear from the way she spoke that she cared terribly for her master. Perhaps that was an obvious outcome. The child used to be a fixer, drifting through the back streets. She wandered for a long, long time, unable to find her purpose in life. The Edgar family took her in, gave her a roof over her head, and gave her a definite purpose to live for. Perhaps that is why. The child does not tell the chief butler whenever the other child, her master, indulges in alcoholic drinks. That is why the child does not even dare open the window when her master is home, for fear of letting wind chills into the manor. Her devotion to her master almost appears like blind obsession. Do you think Master would have been less ill had he not been hunting for the wolf? I doubt it. Master had already lost his arm and Miss Isabella before the hunt even started. Yeah, but... Besides, it doesn't matter whether our master gives up his hunt or not, because that wolf won't. He won't stop until he's taken everything that our master has. Oh, speaking of which, didn't that wolf love, Oh, love? What are you talking about? What was it again? It's nothing. Sorry, I have no idea where that came from. Does her personality change with the ID too? This does not feel like Ishmael. There was a large hole where the child once stood, the child who was likely the cause of all of this misery. This child grew puzzled as she suddenly felt the fog of memory from this casual conversation. But she ignored this odd sense of deja vu. It would be much more reasonable for her to focus on the hunt rather than to get hung up on so much details. Is it already time? The sun hangs over the horizon. The terrible wailings of those pulled from the other side begin to echo from nearby. The great rumbling begins to intensify within the halls of the manor. Past the window were the forces of the dead, wreathed under the orange light of the eventide, swarming up toward the manor. Even as I remain awake, does that endless nightmare seek to claim me? What? They're nothing but weaklings, an advance party I see. The wolf caught wind of our hunt, I suppose. The other child, her master, draws his saber and readies himself, but the child shakes her head. Master, Lady Ryoshu, leave them to me. Oh! Gregor's her master and Gregor's, well, Lady Ryoshu. It said that she was Chief Butleress, I think. Yeah, Chief Butler Ryoshu. DBS, me and this fool of a master can take them out in the blink of an eye. The child waits until the warm light of the eventide. The color of her hair reflects off the floorboards of the manor's hallway. She looks into the eyes of the chief butler and her master. The two of you have a wolf to hunt. Don't let the dead waste your energy. Perhaps the two believe that this child's words had merit. Her master lowers his saber. The chief butler grumbles for a moment before sheathing her knives and crossing her arms. Only then does the child pull an oddly engraved broom and a sharp knife from the dimensional attach case issued to butlers. Hunting cutleries at the ready. Don't get yourself killed like an idiot. The child lives up to her confidence. The well-sharpened knife cuts through the army of the dead like Butler. And the generations-old broom of the Edgar family butlers keeps her enemies at bay. She routed the force of the dead with every knife throw and broom swing, handily knocking them down like she was dusting a particularly stubborn corner. The advance force that assailed the manor is already looking rather thin. The intense light of the sunset shines through the window still. Still? No, still. Doesn't seem like housekeeping will cause them to run late to the hunt. Are we gonna go into like a combat or something? No, okay. Well, isn't that cool? Nice, so we have 3 skills now in our maid Ishmael, and her skills are strong. They are real strong. But it's cool that obviously like the other characters that have IDs set in that universe like show up in the Uptide story. But I'm gonna hold on to the rest of our thread for if we can get a 3-star. Because I want to be able to level them up immediately. Oh, I could have Uptide Dawn. Like, Uptide Dawn would be sick because I really, really do like hers as well. Oh, wait, that's true. I would really like to see her completely leveled up. We're gonna hold on to it for now, but I might, if we don't get a 3-star at the end of this stream, I'm gonna Uptide Dawn next stream. Because I really, really like her ID. It's very cool.
분위기가 달라졌군요. 2층은 다른 조직이 접수하고 있는 구역인 듯해요.
Isaac says you also unlock Luxcavation. I don't know what that is. I'm sure we'll figure it out at some point. The atmosphere here seems rather different. It appears that another syndicate has taken hold of this floor. What are you? Oh, he's Los Mariachis. Mariachi Alegre. Hey, Ogan, what's with all the doom and gloom you're wearing on that face of yours? Don't you know the rules here? Sour looks are a no-no, so put a hat over your long face. Why do you say that while looking at me? I will sink on you. What's that mean? Snap your neck completely, that's what. Easy, Ryoshu. You shouldn't be so prone to starting fights. Eh, never mind that. This one has even more problematic face, no? Which hand is supposed to be your eyes? Ryoshu, are you ready? You bet, Dante. The Mariachi gang. Bam says I'm not him. Bam, I never said you were. You do not have to be part of the Mariachi gang if you don't want to. Mariachi Alegres and Rigid Casino Security. Oh my god, all the flips! How are they still going? Oh my god. Is there an easy way to tell if you're flipping heads or tails? I think if it's gray, it means you flip tails. I thought if it was gray, it means that you lost. But I think gray just means that you flip. Well, no. They look different, but I don't know which one's heads and which one is tails. Also, they look different. Maybe it is the grayness. Gray is tails. Okay, that's what I thought. See, now I thought I very much said out loud that I didn't think so. That's okay.
결국은 이렇게 떨어지죠. 결국은
Oh, the new restraining technique.
괴롭지.
Oh, that's so sick.
남은 시간이 탈탈 털어주는 수밖에.
I kind of hope that we don't get a 3-star ID at the end of this stream, because I actually really want to uptie the Don. I just love anything night related. It's so cool. It's so cool. Hello, Netzak. Incorp Don losing a clash is insane. Cause we have an uptiter. It's my fault.
괴롭지.
It's my fault. Yeah, these guys are getting destroyed.
돌격합니다.
It seems like a decent amount of times the higher win rate
다음은 어디입니까?
combo is the same as the highest damage combo.
이렇게 떨어지죠. 결국은 이렇게 떨어지죠.
So I even checked to see if the Mariachi boys got out. Did they die? I don't know if they ran.
먼지 한톨 남지 않은 완벽한 청소였어요.
Oh, and she has this new. I didn't even see that.
간밤에 뭐가
Level 7, by the way.
모르실 테죠?
She has this new look too. They get a new look as well. That is so cool. Me likey. Oh, we're almost at. Wait, is this like important? You think like it matters that we're about to travel to this part of the casino? Like it looks like we're actually like about to get to a important place. Probably not. I don't know if the background actually matters. It might just all be background. But if I was to place an important level, it would go right there. If I was to place like a little mini boss or something, personally, that's where I would put it. How much do we have? Yeah, I probably should hold on to our thread. What are these shards that I got? I can convert the shards. Oh, they're ego shards. You can convert shards into thread, but I imagine I should probably hold on to them. Oh, you literally use them to buy specific egos once you have enough. Yoki says 400 shards also buys you a 3-star ID. They do? Is this an ID? Oh, it is. These are IDs. These are egos down here. No, it was right here. Okay, yeah, these are all the egos right here. Got you. Wait, some of these look so cool. House looks epic here. What is this one? Kurokumo clan captain Ishmael? Why are all of the Ishmaels so good? Oh my god. Ishmael might be my favorite. Alright. Keep moving. Keep it going. Let that sink in. We're still under leveled by a little bit. Hey, what's up, Screaming Rat? YouTube knew what to recommend me after I finished Canto 2 just a few minutes ago. Is it good? What was your opinion? Because most people in chat said they think that Canto 2 is pretty bad of a stage, of a chapter. But as somebody who just played it, what did you think? I think it's pretty fun so far. I think it's funny. I mean, it doesn't have... I mean, I guess I probably would rather it be more serious. Like Canto... Whoa! Like, I did like how Canto 1, like, it was actually, you know, very much set in the universe. Very, like whenever Yuri goes down, it's really sad. This does kind of feel like silly filler episode, but I do understand, because really, I mean, most of the best parts of the other games is when it is a serious, you know, it's the serious parts in the games. Project Moon is at its best when it is taking itself serious, in my opinion. That's why I was a little like off-put by the Sinners whenever I was first looking at Limbus, because, you know, obviously, like, you do have the cool, funny little side stories in Ruina that the Sephiroth, you know, talk about and stuff, like where they mess around with each other. But really, other than that, that's kind of the only silliness you get out of either Lobotomy Corp or Ruina. And the characters themselves are not inherently silly characters. But like, Don Quixote is almost always a gag character. Like, she's never... I don't think she could ever really have a serious backstory that I would really get invested into. Although maybe I'll be surprised. Maybe they'll surprise me. I don't know. Yen says you just wait till Canto 4, Devin, then it's peak after peak after peak. Well, if it's been good so far, so if it only gets better from here, that's gonna be awesome. Did you guys see that? That was 48% of damage done by Ishmael. What a goat. Ishmael, you're my goat.
버틀러 차원 가방 준비 완료했습니다.
And we're still under level. You Roland is funny? I guess that is true. Roland's funny, but he's still funny in like a depressing way. Right? There's only a couple of times, like when they make like the Hang Hang Peng Peng. Was that the place? Like the Hang Hang Peng Peng joke? Or other stuff like that where it is kind of like, but it still feels like he could make that joke in the universe. It would make sense. There's a lot of jokes in Limbus so far that like break the fourth wall or are like meant to be directed at the player. You know what I mean? God, not again! I lost once again, damn! When will this end? Oh, espera, time out! Dear customer here needs a little care. Dear customer, I hope you haven't forgotten our rule, have you? But that was all the money I had! If you keep dampening the mood of the table, we might throw a panada party out of you. What's a panada party? I don't think I want to know. Pressured by gentle intimidation, the weeping guests stood up from their seat, and then being handed a pair of maracas from the staff, they started dancing, sobbing all the way. What's this now? There's a rule every visitor to this floor must follow. Unca tradicion mariachi, if you will. Gambling is entertainment, an activity done purely for fun. Thus, all the sadness and pain brought to you must be sublimated into dance. Allow this night to demonstrate what dancing is about. Alas, they were harsher judges than they seemed. This one won't do. Our movement is insincere. What on earth do you mean? Dance is a window to the heart. Without a clear and pure heart, it loses all meaning. I find thy assessment rather disgracious. This is getting further out of hand. What are you doing, Saud? Oh, I was writing our letter of apology in advance. See, like this is very silly. This is very, very silly. Now we will explore how an identity level affects combat and skills. Try chaining a skill. What? I'm getting a tutorial thing right now? Whoa. Every skill has these two values, offense level and defensive level. Yes. Offense level affects the following skills: attack skills and counter skills. Damage dealt increases in proportion to how much the attacker's offense level exceeds the target's defense level. This increased damage... Why am I just now getting this information? Where'd this come from? I guess maybe they thought I was playing so bad they decided to give me some pointers? I mean, I was lacking this information. This is Dementia Moment? Was this part of the update? Maybe it was. There was an update today, but we are like halfway through Canto 2, so it's a little surprising. Damage dealt increases in proportion to how much the attacker's offense level exceeds the target's defense level. Yeah. Also in a point, every 3 points of offense... Also in a clash, every 3 points of offense level advantage over the target's offense level translates to 1 point of clash power advantage. Look, I was doing fine without this information, and really, I don't feel any more educated than I was before this happened. I think what she meant to say was click win rate, and you'll be fine. Not reading is crazy. It's like I wasn't understand what she was saying anyways. So what's the point? I mean, what does she mean by the number, like this oh my god, look at the damage on that. 22 to 62, that's insane. It's like this number compared to their number, and if you have every 3 points of numberage, then your number gets an extra point of clashing power or something. I don't know what it means. I don't know what it means. I love that you're trying to explain this to me. Unfortunately, I have dinner with the win rate button. I mean, I'm sure maybe it'll be important once we do like the abnormality fights or whatever, but... Which I'm still wondering how, if there is going to be any abnormality fight, how it's going to appear in this Canto, because it would not make any sense for an abnormality to appear within the casino. But you never know. It is a silly Canto. Anything could happen. Hello, my friends. It is a little silly how many different, oh wow, wait. These guys actually have 2... Wait, you guys have 2 abilities? Well, maybe it is worth kind of fighting you guys. How come... Oh, we don't have enough dice? Some of these were one-sided attacks, I noticed. Oh, never mind. These are just... It's because they're coming from counter dice. Oh yeah, we can just keep win rating. We're fine. Oh, I just saw Screaming Rat's review of Canto 2. Canto 2 is alright. It didn't hit as hard as 1, but I did enjoy how comedic it was. Although the ending felt kind of weak. It was a nice change of pace, but I'm ready for more depression. Yeah, I mean, honestly, that's what I like the most out of these games, is the depressive feel. You know, get me attached to the character, but just don't make it as obvious you're gonna kill off a character like you would Yuri by giving them, what, 12 lines of dialogue that they didn't get prior to them dying. Like, all that exposition, it's a little telling of what is coming, you know? You gotta make it, you gotta surprise me. Like, I want, like, next big fight we have, I want, you know, Don Quixote to go, like, walk up to the enemy, and then, like, the guy rips a spear out of her hand and, like, stabs her through the heart, and then tears her into pieces, and then distributes them across the entire world, so she can't actually be reformed by us in time. To prevent her resurrection. And we have to go hunt down all the people that have all of her body parts to bring back the Don. Is that like the only way you could really stop them from being resurrected? You're into some weird stuff, Devin? Well, it was actually more of a Misao reference, but I thought that if I went as far enough with the Misao reference, that I would actually get it. So then it just kind of morphed into quite a macabre idea. But it did originate as a Misao reference. I just didn't know if you guys were cultured enough to get it. That might be on you. As absurd as it sounds, if we want to leave this floor early, we're going to need to touch their hearts with a powerful dance. As you all know, my memories are hazy, so dance is it. Can't say I'm all too familiar. Bam says I haven't started the Misao playlist yet. I'm only on Aoni. Spare me, Devin. It's a really good game. Misao's a very good game. I mean, if you're into RPG Maker horror, it's a classic. I mean, that's on par classic. That's a classic on par with like Corpse Party, Aoni, Mad Father. I would highly recommend. Amnesia came in handy as an excuse to opt out of things at times like this. Of course, I haven't actually forgotten what dance is. There's no need to be too honest about it, is there? Say, Hong Lu, have you taken dance lessons or anything? I learned a little Beyond Leon, though I only had 3 instructors teaching me. To perform it, I'll need a few masks, fans, makeup, and... We aren't gonna find them here. Next. Well, I did step on a good few feet of snobbish aristocrats at balls. My inner voice expresses fear. Me? I spent half of my life on a ship. Dance is where I... Sees this relentless obstruction of my words.
오랜만에 칼춤을 추는
A sword
것도
dance for the first time in a while doesn't sound too
뭐좀
bad.
덧들여주겠어.
I'll kill it on the floor.
평생 박자라고는 아침 저녁
They're the only beats I have
맞춰본
danced to throughout my life from morning exercise programs during roll call. If the manager so demands, I will immediately see to that.
단테, 내가 다른 건 다
Well,
자신
Dante, I'm
있는데
good at most things, but my dancing is kinda embarrassing. I don't mind, except my arm might rage out of control from the stimulation and charge the audience's heads.
파우스트는 대체로
Faust doesn't necessarily enjoy dancing for leisure. I could gladly perform a routine if it's for the mission's sake. However, it's not technical perfection they want. They're looking for something unstable and unpolished, rather. Sinclair? What?
어렸을 때 춤 좀 씹어본 적 있지?
You busted a move or two as a kid, didn't you? Bus, I suppose I took a basic maracas course at school as a liberal arts class. You came from a rich family too? How'd you figure that out, Rhodia?
걸음걸이나 말투만
I can
봐도
tell from the way he walks and talks. On the other hand, uncultured ones, it shows, you know? Rhodia quietly giggled while looking at Heathcliff, then stuck up behind Sinclair to wrap her arms around his shoulders.
자, 우리 싱클레어.
Hey now, my little Sinclair, I have a very, very important task for you. Hey, Rhodia, where are you? Moments later, Sinclair solemnly walked onto the stage. Sinclair, you can do this.
맞아요. 히스클리프 저 인간한테
Yeah, think of all the times when
당하기만 했던
Heathcliff
지난날의
trampled
태도.
over you. I'm... Sinclair turned to Rhodia, still looking anxious. Am I really about to do this?
아니지, 싱클레어.
Wrong question, Sinclair.
오지.
This is
너만이
something
할수
only
있는
you
말.
can do. He returned a determined nod.
심취한 표정, 절제된 리듬, 완벽하다.
The wrist rocking, that pensive expression, restrained rhythm, perfection!
차분해.
It's calm, yet it's calmness that stirs my heart. This young man, he's channeling something from within.
승화.
How sublime!
내면에 억눌린
He is
어둠과
fighting repressed darkness and inner
목이
turmoil with the
솟아오르는
body's motion. Oh, the embers linger in glowing ash, heating the rhythm, for gestures to be struck along. This conjures an image, one of a bonfire that has burned through the whole night. We are witnessing the cotillion of ash dancing atop its remnant. Sorry, what?
너 우리 조직에 들어올래?
Young man, won't you consider joining us? You have the potential to grow big.
그 아이는 우리 회사 소속이에요. 허가 없이 인재를 빼내오려
Thank you, Yash, for being a member for 4 months.
한 위법
Bam can actually do this IRL. You should also gamble on Honglu banner. We will. Don't worry. And I would never doubt Bam's abilities. Not because of his heritage, but because he is quite nimble. That boy belongs to our company. You should know that siphoning valuable talent from their current employment without permission is a serious crime. Just a few hours ago, Sinclair was the only one moron in our band of blunderheads, but now he's been elevated to the company's valuable asset. This is like the scene from, were they in a casino in Assassination Classroom? Y'all remember the one of the ending, I think it was one of the last arcs in Assassination Classroom when they break into the, it's either a casino or like a hotel, and I forget the dude's name, the guy that has the blue hair and the pigtails. They go send him out there. Actually, I think they have to dress him up as a girl, but he saves the day. This is giving off that vibes. Although I don't know if they were in a casino. I don't really remember much of it. It was a hotel. Yeah, it wasn't a casino. I think it was a hotel. It's been a long time since I've watched Assassination Classroom. What a fine performance. You wish you're the top floor, right? You may pass. You have earned the right. Be warned, though the folks upstairs won't be as reasonable. They have no concept of festivity in their heads. Sinclair came back to us with an invigorated look. The thing's welling up inside me. This is what it was about. It makes me wonder why I thought it would be hard. I feel much more comfortable now. I was curious to know the inner struggle he expressed through dance that he had touched the syndicate to their core. And what kind of hardship a young gentleman like him could have gone through. But those questions could wait. For now, we headed upstairs to the 3rd floor. Hello, Red Hat Man. Yash says Devin caught watching mid?
이제 한톨 남지 않은 완벽한
What?
청소였어요. 주인님은
Isn't Assassination Classroom like
모르실
almost unanimously celebrated as a good show. I mean, it's obviously not like, you know, peak fiction, but it's a classic. It's like you can't really shit on Sword Art Online. Obviously, there are some questionable plot decisions within the show, but it's a classic. It's like it's the show that you would watch, you know, it's a show you watch in middle school before you know what good anime is. But it's good. It's mid, go watch live action Postal movie. Alright. I'm done taking advice from Yash. I knew it wasn't worth reading into what she had to say in the first place.
현 시간부로 근무 시작.
You can definitely shit on... No, you can't. You cannot shit on SAO. They are pretty much in the... What is up with these guys? These are some funky looking guys. I would actually, in my opinion, say that SAO is a better show than Assassination Classroom. And that's coming even from my own current perspective. Alright? SAOs unanimously agree to be ass? Yes, by people who don't understand what it's meant to represent. The show is not meant to be, you know, your freaking... It's not meant to have the most intricate lore that, like, all modern anime viewers want. You know, you're not getting your freaking Jujutsu Kaisen crazy, beautiful animations with, like, the super deep lore behind all the characters. It was just good. It was what it represented. What does it represent? The young, childish whimsy to go into another world and just enjoy, like just be there. Like, you can, it's very much you're meant to self-insert and know what it's like to be in a magical world where you can do whatever you want and be the, you know, crazy main character, and the main character doesn't need to have like this crazy, you know, transformative arc. Sometimes simple is good. SAO has to exist for the shows that have these very, like, complex plots and, like, you know, moral grayness to actually have the weight to them. If we wanted childish Joywed, watch Dragon Ball Z? No. I mean, Dragon Ball, that's the thing also, like Dragon Ball. I would never watch Dragon Ball, but I respect Dragon Ball as a show. Bro's describing every single seasonal isekai anime right now? Yes, but when SAO came out, there were no other isekais. SAO created the isekai. They didn't, no, that's not actually completely true, alright? But the modern isekai, alright? It wasn't like SAO came out with, that time it got reincarnated as a, you know, toaster. It was in a league of its own at the time. Yes? Hello, Yayaka. You should transform your income balance into modules. There are some that are overflowing. Yeah, I will. I'm gonna do it at the end of the stream. Once we get to the point where our stopping point, I'm gonna convert all of it into modules. And also, the third season of SAO, Gun Gale Online, is actually, like, enjoyable to watch. Of course, you skip season 2. But it was good. Alright, let's get back to the game. What about Cowboy Bebop or Fooly Cooly? They're both, I mean, Cowboy Bebop, I think, is almost universally considered, like, a good show. But also, I can't watch Cowboy Bebop, but I respect it. It's what it stands for. Although, when Kirito does, when the first season ends with Kirito just defying death as he's being murdered by the guy that developed the entire game, I was a little like, all right, what are we doing? But you know what I mean? But it was still good. It was still good. The PK arc, you don't get much better than the PK arc. I mean, come on. All right, let's get back to the video games. Oh, do we play video games here? We play video games on this stream? What do we have here? You fellas have any idea what you just walked into? Try mucking about and we'll make the most acrobatic poses known to man out of you. Then we'll lop off your digits joint by joint, make pudgy mahjong tiles with them. Sheesh, some warm welcome that was. Hey, I'm not one to let introductions like that go unanswered. Oi, dust up! Look at that, we were talking about anime the entire time we were on like a five sentence dialogue encounter. Flexing TQ crewmen and the security are still trying to stop us. You'll never win. Yash says, how many SAO fans do you know that aren't under the age of 13, or is it Gooner? I don't think there's many. I mean, for reference, I watched Sword Art Online when I was like it's been at least more than 10 years ago. I didn't realize people still actually watched it. I don't think you really would. I think anybody that really considers, actually knows SAO probably watched it back when, you know, back when it was popular. I mean, there are literally just better shows now that you should watch. I don't know. I don't talk to many 13-year-olds. So I wouldn't really know. That makes me, I don't know why I don't know why my tone of voice made that sound very strange. It sounded like I was hiding something. But I don't talk to any 13-year-olds, rather. That's what I should have said. That is what I meant to say. That might have been a better way to phrase that. But also, I mean, to be fair, it's not like I'm some type of, you know, anime aficionado, you know, master of all Japanese animated films. I mean, I haven't watched... The last anime I watched was Frieren, and that was probably the one anime that I've watched within the past, like, 5 years. I haven't sat down to watch a show since the end of Attack on Titan, now that I think about it. So most of my anime knowledge is stuff that you probably would have watched. Look at her go! Don Quixote, most damage? Good for you. Most of my anime knowledge is stuff that you would have watched in, like, 2010. So I'm thinking, like, you know, in my brain, it's like SAO, Soul Eater, what else was I watching? I really like Charlotte. Charlotte's a really, really good anime. God. If I had my Kiss anime list, if it was still around, we could pull it up, but sadly that's been gone for a long time. Aaron says Project Moon is looking to make an anime soon. Was that real? Didn't somebody post in the Discord a picture of... It was like Angela in the middle of... It was like a movie poster. It was like Angela in the middle of a group of people. And like she was out in the city like doing her thing. Was that just fan art or was that actually real? That's fake? Oh, okay. I mean, it looked really cool. I thought it would be too good to be true. That's fake, but the anime is real. I mean, as long as they can get down the Project Moon art style well and like actually make it look good in animation, I think that I think it'd be good. Kevin, do a Japanese Spider-Man stream, trust me. Specifically Japanese Spider-Man. What is Japanese Spider-Man? Is that like Black Spider-Man by Logic? Or is that or is it unrelated? I'm guessing it's completely unrelated. Look at her go. I might just give in and spin our thread to untie her. Trust me, it's peak. He has a Megazord. This isn't a joke. And why would the Megazord be the determining factor for me wanting to What is it? A game? I was gonna say watch it, listen to it. What are we talking about?
먼지 한 톨 남지 않은 완벽한 청소였어요.
You haven't uptied yet? We have. We did uptie. We uptied our butler. You can see it. It's different. We're getting a crazy amount of Incaphalon right now, by the way. But look, we got a what's her face up to uptie 3. Ishmael's up to uptie 3. We're saving onto our thread right now, in case we get a good pull. Get the modules? What's the point of getting the modules? I'm going to get the modules at the end of the stream. Is there any point in doing it now? I don't think so. See, also thank you, CC's. Uptie with what? This guy has barely any resources. Exactly. Exactly.
버틀러 차원 가방 준비 완료했습니다.
Devin, how do Roland and Angela make robo babies? Well, you see, when the mommy Roland and a daddy Angela love each other very much, they both distort and get their freak on. You better keep your noggin safe and sound, cause for kick the can we might need something around. I almost forgot. These are the ones known for their coarse language. Rumor has it they took down dozens of rival syndicate members just with psychological damage inflicted via their tongues. Oi, you watch your mouths while I'm... Oh, you gazing nitwits. Keep us out of your sight, won't you? Them big, bulging, doggy eyeballs are unnerving. Easy, bud. I took a shout and crack at one of them legs earlier, and my voice echoed like the whole noggin was cave empty. Well, brush me sideways. They don't even got a single ignored egg noodles for brains. What's the sound thing on their shoulders in a bag of gas? Right. I think they all take lessons in assholery from the same class. I mean, it was kind of funny. Not sure what you're looking at me for. You're all bloody dead! Based Devin Impreg. Yeah, because says people keep it at almost max, that's why it keeps refueling. Yeah, but it's not like it's barely refueling right now anyways. Like, it will refuel off stream, right? Like, we're not gonna keep playing till we're out of juice. Although I guess it could have been regenerating this entire time. But it's whatever, we'll be fine. I mean, are those modules used a lot for later? Probably so. Alright, are we still fighting? What are you guys? Threatening TQ crewmen. Flexing TQ crewmen. You guys have some very strong shadows. Y'all see this? Why is the shadow on all of y'all's arms so dark? How is this lighting hitting you right now? They have like a flashlight pointing directly on one side of it. It's one Incaphalon every 5 minutes. Really? Okay, yeah. So, I mean, we barely would have really generated any, I don't think. I mean, it probably would be worth just for the sake of efficiency, but something within me just wants to be defiant and say no. Oh my god. They're roughing us up. I wonder when the first time is that we'll have to deal with somebody dealing with low sanity. So we've yet to have anybody drop sanity to a point where, like, I can't control them anymore. I think maybe it actually did happen one time, but, like, we beat the fight right as it happened. Something along those lines. But I don't think we've ever really had to deal with the debuff of having negative sanity. You're gonna like the Dong Baek fight. Dong Baek? Is that in this Canto or is that in a later one? The Dong Baek. You guys see that? The Don she lifted her hammer and then walked over like 5 feet and then slammed it down. How'd she do that so fast? Canto 4, she's a nice lady. So we got a while till we get there.
거점을 찾았습니다. 집행 공격. 다음은 어디입니까?
I mean, saying people's names, I wouldn't really consider a spoiler. I don't know anything about them. They just spoiled you? Why? I mean, I don't know. I just know their name. Unless I'm gonna meet them and think that they're a good guy and then they become a boss later. But it's just their name. It's okay. What should we do? We won't get anywhere if we keep fighting. To my surprise, Ishmael let out a chuckle. What's to consider? We have our trump card. We have what now? Just the right person to teach them something legit. After you give it a good and a what? Ryoshi, what are you? No, she's covering Sinclair's ears. What is she talking about? Next up, you bleep the bleep and then soak it in the bleep. Lastly, I never knew it was possible for the human tongue to give such detailed accounts of something so sickeningly gruesome. The thug's eyes were uncharacteristically twinkling. Some were even taking notes. I'll be damned. She had me struck. Ooh, that snap couldn't be bolder. You're what they call the wizardess of the tongue, eh, lady? No, that's to be the gob of a witch, yeah. Even Heathcliff, the man who must have had a rougher life than most in the back street, shuddered by the end. I cannot help but applaud the creativity. Indeed, the pen. Nay, the tongue is mightier than the sword. I thought I was pretty familiar with the sailor's mouth being a seafarer for half my life. This made me realize my vocabulary was only the tip of the iceberg. I honestly couldn't fathom why the higher-ups would organize a team of people like you. I don't suppose the lineup was meant to be understood by the likes of us. I'm still having trouble figuring out the meaning of this personal measure. But I guess this isn't so bad after all. Sod, you've finally reached the stage of acceptance. Congratulations. Are we considering the Dawn, whatever the name was? I already forgot the name. The Dongbik? I don't think knowing their name will really mean anything. It would only, I think, be a spoiler if we, like, they masquerade as, you know, one of our friends and then they become an evil villain later. Also, I wonder when we're gonna get to face a boss in this Canto. Just forget the name? Okay. I'm erasing it. I'm getting rid of it. Here it goes. It's coming out. Okay. It's gone. All I remember is dong. I remember something related to a dong. That is all. This isn't good. We've reached the top floor, but we don't have nearly enough wish power. No worries. I've been itching to tell you this, and it's finally time. I actually pinched a little wish power back at the pawn shop. It's not a lot, but it should be just enough, right? Rhodia showed us a wish sticker sheet with a few labels left on it. Why didn't you tell us earlier? Like you said, gambling is all about keeping a poker face. Wouldn't want to see one of us slip and complicate things. As for the boss roll, mind if I borrow it for a sec, Dante? I nod, seeing as I wasn't really doing much in this guise anyway. Even if I were committed to the act, it would only be right for me to forfeit it with my knees bent, since things played out the way they did. You're gonna like the Goku fight as well. Goku, you say? I can't wait for the Goku fight. I would have been vehemently against this only hours ago, but now... Good thinking. I've never lost once in anything where money was involved. Alright. The contestant enters. Wait, I'm not the last? Aw, there goes my cool entry. Oh, I don't know what that guy said. My name's Rodion. I'm here to gamble for the right to access the basement. I was looking for... Is this Luffy? The One Piece? I was looking forward to finally meeting the infamous Wish Power Whisker in person. And look who we get instead. Aren't you a little too confident for some unidentified stranger?
이
What a dull
세계에서
take.
중요한 건
It's
신원이
not who you are that
아니야.
matters in this world, right? It's about who
승자가
wins.
그건 맞아.
Well, you aren't wrong there.
그것까지
The fact that you were able to get here is proof enough that you're qualified.
반가워.
A
난
pleasure.
아이디야.
I'm Ada,
그리고 이쪽은
and this is a Sephiroth. Who is this? Are you from the Lobotomy Corporation? Golly, my back's hurting.
로봇?
A
아니,
robot?
의자.
No, a prosthetic? What's the stare? Never seen a full body prosthetic before.
이거 너무
Isn't that model a bit too antiquated?
박물관에 있어야 돼.
Kinda looks like it belongs in a museum. Old is gold, as they say. Patch it up a few times, and now it's sturdier than most new ones. Why's that boy being so sluggish about coming here anyway? Arrogant brat thinks he can show up late to serious business, eh?
미안. 조금 일이 생겼어.
Pardon me, I had an urgent matter.
소냐, 주인공병 같은 거 있어?
You think the world revolves around you, Sonia? Do you crave attention so much that you have arrived late and should be showered in glares?
그런
I didn't mean
건
to. If anything,
주인공은
you'd fit
언제나
better as the
아이들이지.
protagonist of life, Ada.
오랜만이야.
It's been a while, Rhodia.
뭐야? 둘이 아는 사이야?
What's up? You two know each other?
고향 친구라고
Let's say that we share a hometown.
로자.
Isn't that right, Rhodia?
너
So are you
역시 아직도
still leading the
유로
Euro
스피릿
DVA
리그를
then?
글쎄.
Don't know. It might be too early to say.
훌쩍 떠나버린
Still,
너 혼자였니?
you were the one who left on your own just like that.
사설은 접어두고
Now, that's enough chatting. Since we have all the players, let's go over the rules again. The 4 bidders for the casino are all here. Sonia, Ada, the Tiku, and representing the Ting Tang boss, gang's boss, a suspicious yet shameless stand-in. No cheats or sleights of hand are allowed during the game. The moment you're spotted in the act, you're out. It should go without saying that anything involving wish power is forbidden as well. Soon as you're caught, you're on the chopping block. You'll sorely regret it. We'll play 3 games in total, and the one with the most chips wins. Simple enough. The winner will get to take the elevator to the underground portion where the Golden Bough is. It's a treasure the former owner of this casino was so desperate to claim, digging a whole tunnel to unearth it. But then they suddenly croak for unknown reasons, making us the lucky bidders.
뒤가 구리게 죽었다는 걸 우아하게도 표현하네.
What an elegant way to say they died under shady circumstances.
로자.
Oh, Rhodia, you're still as cynical as ever, huh? Shut it. How do you guys all know about the Golden Bough, though? Didn't think it would be so widely known to the public. Any syndicate worth its name has caught wind of the stories. Those about the Golden Bough buried down here, and the riches and fame it'll bring to the owner. If that's the case, seems someone has gained an interest for worldly luxuries, huh? I thought you warned me to stay away from those things, Sonia.
황금가지는 더
The
대단한
Golden
일을
Bough
할수
can be used to
있어.
achieve far greater things, Rhodia.
목적은 그때까지
My purpose has stayed the same. Destroy the system of oppression and exploitation, preventing the concentration of wealth. Yeesh, there he goes again with the grand words. Someone stop him.
미안해요.
My apologies. It reminded me of the old times.
재밌다. 넌
It's
도박과
funny, I used to
돈이라면
keep you from
승부를 못
your
써.
obsession with gambling and money.
이제는
Yet here we are at the
서로의
same
목표를
table,
걸고
keeping our
각자의
hands of cards from each other in a gamble with our goals on the
네
line.
목표는 뭐지?
What is your goal?
이기는 거.
To win. Of course. How is this gonna work? Are we gambling? Are we gambling here? Stop right there. We're actually almost done with the candor, right? It was only 21. I think they might catch Rhodia in the act, and we may have to pull out the weaponry. The possibility. We're at the final round. You all keeping a good eye on your chips?
난
음.
올인.
I'm all in.
올인?
All in?
와, 패가 이쁘게 들어왔나
Ooh,
보다.
dealt a nice hand, huh, Rhodia? Ah, that swagger of yours has been rubbing me the wrong way, you know that? You're pushing yourself to the edge. So what are you counting
난
on?
원래 마지막에
I'm the kind of gal who bets everything she has at the end. Stop right there. Pull that sleeve up. Don't think I didn't see you being sneaky. Huh? You just put one of them wish stickers you got from the Ting Tang boss man on your arm. You were trying to rake in all the chips this round so you could have the Golden Bough all to yourself. Look, everyone. Right near here, underneath her hand. This thing. It's got to be a sticker, eh?
증거 있어?
Got proof?
로자. 미안하지만
Sorry, Rhodia. Can I take a look at your wrist for a second? Nah, you aren't. Don't you touch her. As far as I know, you two might be in cahoots. Now I'll lay her arm bare. So keep your eyes peeled, Ike. I knew this sly little fox would play dirty. Hold on now. This situation and dialogue all feel awfully familiar. Have I seen this before somewhere?
덩치가 아깝다.
Small-minded for someone so big.
해야겠어?
Do you really have to be petty about this? And didn't they teach you that with stolen wish power comes strict responsibility?
영화를 너무
You've
많이
watched too
봤네.
many movies, man. What's stolen?
그러다가 없으면 뭐 자진 탈락이라도
If you
하시나?
find nothing, will you fold and walk out? Ah, you've got guts. Fine, I'll bet all my stakes that there's a piece of that wish power on your wrist. What do you say?
그렇지 뭐.
Same as yours. So one of us is about to go bust then. Scared, are you? Oh, that's cute. You get that somewhere? Anyway, that means your words are final, eh? Oh my. This is going exactly how I remember. I'm pretty sure the conclusion was... Here we go. Let us confirm then. What's going on here? I saw it. I saw the little fox rubber wrist. There's no way.
네. 아쉽게 됐어.
That means you're out. What a pity.
탈락이면 어떻게 되는데?
What happens to the loser then?
손목이라도
Lop off a hand or something?
농담이지, 로자.
You're joking, right, Rhodia?
손목이 무슨
There's no point in removing a prosthetic hand. No, this can't be right.
이야기는 관대하지만
The defeated will be shown generosity, but false accusations need to be taken care of with more caution.
설마
Hang on, are you? Whoa!
이게 무슨?
What in the? Wait, wasn't it her that just? Oh, it wasn't her that just attacked him? I thought that was Rodion that killed him. For wing's sake, can you please give me a warning, just a little one?
기름이랑 뇌수 새어 나오는 것 좀.
No, my little robo friend. Oh, look at all the grease and spinal fluid.
기억나, 로자?
Remember, Rhodia,
우리 뒷골목
it's a trash
쓰레기장에
compactor we saw at the waste disposal in our back streets.
내가 말했지.
Oh, nobody killed him. He got compacted. He got crushed. We love you, Enoch. Enoch, come again, just to die again. I told you back then that we proletarians should unite to take down the ruling class and build a new society. So then you replied, if you mean we should round up the rich and flatten them under one of those compactors, then I'm all for it. Small correction. I said crush and pop them. Is that so? Rhodey, are you still unwilling to return to the Eurodivie? Didn't you all hear a loud slam just now? Undoubtedly. After a quarrel about wish power and the like. What? Did they find out? Boy, quit gawking and turn that clock.
밀지 좀 마요.
Gosh, please stop pushing. Whoa. Oh, whoa. Unfortunately, the door we were leaning against was a flimsy wooden frame covered with rice paper. We all tumbled in the room as the door fell. Uh-oh. Are these even fights? No, we're literally, it's just all dialogue. I guess we'll keep going. What does this end at? All right. I think we should be back. Stream should be up. I think you guys should be able to see me. I have no idea what's been going on, y'all. This has been so weird. This is the most scuffed stream we've probably ever had. This is insanity. Okay, we're back. What is going on here? I have no idea. That's so stupid. We've literally never had to deal with this before in our entire lives. It's making me a little angry. I won't lie to you. I'm a little fed up. Okay. Let's freaking get this Canto over with so we can hopefully not have the stream crash a million more times. Here, you know, I'm gonna convert. Let me convert a couple of things into modules real quick. There we go. All right. Jesus. Vertical stream is evil. It's not the vertical stream. I'm almost positive it's not the vertical stream. It's something else. It's something with the new computer. Maybe it's Stream Elements. Maybe it's Stream Elements is to blame. Oh, what are you supposed to be? Rhodia, how did it go? Made new friends in the meantime, have you, Rhodia? Sonia laid his hand of cards open on the table. The game is over. You win, Rodion. I have no objections. He then left through the door and didn't return. Instead, a deafeningly hollow clap suddenly filled the room. Aha, caramba! Caramba. I enjoy the spectacle, but I'm not as cool as Sonia. Since you brought your friends, why don't I introduce some of mine as well? You know, I'm pretty sure I heard a member of your syndicate say that gambling was purely entertainment for you. So isn't this more entertaining than accepting defeat right away? You were gonna push on with force regardless of who won, weren't you? Think about it. I have strength and manpower. So why would I give up on the Golden Bough? Because a round of three of a game said so. I'm actually glad you're a rebel. I was starting to get bored of sitting around too. Finally, combat? Yes, combat? Yes! Oh, she's from the mariachi band. That makes sense. I thought she had a little bit of a farmer thing going on. No, she was Mexicano. Level up your ID, bro? We will eventually. It's just after we get better IDs. I probably will. Are we gonna get to fight her here? Is she like the final boss here? Isaac says, remember when this fight was a vertical difficulty spike? It seems like everybody is disagreeing. Alright, so, well, I'm guessing there is gonna be a boss fight here. Whether you agree or not with Isaac's statement, I assume that this would only be a vertical difficulty spike if there was a boss fight here. We probably should spend some of those level up tickets to get everybody trained up a bit. Take me to your leader. Where is Luffy? Where is Luffy? Show me them. I'll need to remember in the future when we actually get to do focus battles to send Don Quixote and she's dancing. Don Quixote and Rhodia on the same person because their abilities interact well with each other. All right, what's your gimmick? You are weak to nothing, fatal to slash, resistant to blunt. Okay. And it appears to me... I thought she was going to be more of a support with the maracas, but I guess not. She does a decent bit of damage. Is she going to fight with her maracas? Alright, let's do this. Dominating. Fine. Should probably use a defense here. Yes, please. Okay, struggling. I'll use another defense here. Are these just unopposed? Yeah, these are all just unopposed, so it's just most damage. Good, good, good. Get in there. Ishmael's gotta put in some work. As soon as we can get rid of the goons... What was that? What did she just do? I have no idea what Rodion just did. But as soon as we get rid of the goons, we need to send all of our attacks onto her. Onto the Luffy. The Luffy woman. Oh, he uptied? Yeah, we uptied our... We uptied our Ishmael. We probably will be doing it for our Don Quixote as well. Okay, hopeless. No thank you. Unopposed, good. Dominating, unopposed. We have so much blunt damage, and it sucks that blunt is so bad against her. Okay.
얼마 안 걸릴 거야.
Yikes. Alright. No, don't kill Rodion! No! Oh, no!
끝날 줄은.
That's the first time I think we really seriously lost somebody in the middle of a fight. Jesus. Okay, we got something through. No slash in sight? Yeah. Maybe I should have actually brought, like, a better composition for this fight. But rolling consistent zeros is not a good look. Oh, that's our Tremor Burst, though, I think. Yeah. There we go. Okay, good. Where do you see their stagger, by the way? I never did. Oh, that's what that little arrow is there. Okay, they're almost staggered. Oh, wait, I have ego. Wait, we have ego. Yes. I don't know why I always forget the ego, but it does exist. It does exist. Okay, we avoid the blunt. Instead of this attack, let's use this. Or is anybody's ego slashing? Blunt. I don't have enough for that. Pierce. Well, the only one we have enough to use is Yisan's. Go for it, buddy.
먼지를 떨어내줘.
We're doing it! We're doing the ego attack for the first time in years! How does he have 17 gluttony? I have no idea. I don't even know how you really generate it, but I've been saving it up. I've been keeping it in my back pocket for a rainy day. Oh. Wait, but my ego. Wait, but my ego.
먼지 한톨 남지 않은 완벽한 청소.
My legendary ego attack.
주인님은 간밤에 뭐가 다녀갔는지도 모르실 테죠.
What the? I didn't even get to see the legendary ego attack. No. I was so ready. Oh, and the dungeon is here. Branch J03. EX objective, suppress the dungeon boss. Alright, y'all. Well, we will save this dungeon for next stream. Yasha is the worst dungeon in the game. I'm coming in with a positive mental attitude, hoping that I will enjoy it. Alright, I'm excited for it. So we'll do this dungeon next stream. But before all of you guys run away, you get gambles. You get gambus, alright? Before you guys run away, it's gamba time. So, let's claim our little past missions real quick to see how far we can get our battle pass, if we can progress it at all. Hey, look at that. Thank you. Alright. And we have a 1920 lunacy, 1920 lunacy. How far does that get us? Is it time to do a Hong Lu pull? Are we finally gonna get our Hong Lu ID? Let's see, is there a way to see what you can get from it? Or is that what this is for? No, because I can't scroll through anything else. Check your inventory to use the boxes you got. Where is inventory? Which of these says inventory? Window? Oh my god, we got all kinds of stuff. Ego shard crates. Thank you. Okay, that was epic. Oh, let me make sure I convert all of our stuff into modules as well before we go. Alright. How do you know what you can get? Is there a way to know? Probability shows you can get. Okay. So there's... Oh, okay. So there's some egos in here. Nice. Well, there's actually a lot you can pull. Okay, so just what's the chance of getting a 2-star? 10 extractions. The 10th extract, you're guaranteed a 2-star with a 3% chance to get a 3-star. Okay. Please. Please give me the 3-star. Please give me R-Corp Reindeer Honglu. Pretty please. Are you ready? The pull of legend. Send me your power. Push it into the screen. Put it in. Come on. Would I know if I got a 3-star yet? At least, are these all 2-stars? I think these are all 2-stars. What do we get? Yes! Honglu ID! It's not reindeer Honglu ID, but it's a Honglu ID nonetheless. A 3-star would be bright yellow. Okay, I'll take it though. I'll take the Fang Fun Office Fixer. Fang Hunt? This is the people that killed us in the beginning? The wish power is gone. My man's luck sucks. Very cool though. Blood fiends are not only vile, they're also very persistent. So, we should make sure we have everything ready to take them on, right? I'll take it.
명령하시는 건 다 따를 수 있어요.
Kurokumo Clan Wakashu Honglu. I can follow your commands no problem. Obedience might be a tall order though.
드디어 저를 쓰시.
Yes! Oh, Incorp Rodion!
후회하지
You've
않을
decided to use me at last. Ufu, you certainly won't regret it. Cheers! We got more Incorp. I'll take it. And we got one duplicate then? Cause we pulled 4, right? Oh, we got a duplicate Heathcliff. Oh, I love the Incorp though. The Incorp is so cool. Kurokuma clan is a clan we saw in Runa. Yeah, I remember Kurokuma. With the they had all the slashing abilities and such. Bro is so hyped for 2-star IDs. Well, I don't really care about how strong they are. I don't ever imagine that we are going to struggle too much. I've never struggled in Project Moon. I doubt it's gonna start now. I more just want cool looking IDs. And Incorp is definitely the coolest that we've gotten so far. But because... Oh, I guess I'll save that for next stream. I was gonna say, because we didn't get a 3-star ID, we are going to use our thread to up-tie... we'll up-tie both Rodion and Don Quixote's Incorp IDs for next stream, as well as the dungeon. So I'm very, very excited. But like I said, we'll save that for later. Look, we got some banners now too. Look at that. We got a little the base Oblivion banner. Mission of Vroom Vroom. Look at that. Look at that. But all right, guys. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. We're gonna end this stream here. We had a lot of strange technical difficulties. I don't really know what was going on with all of that. Hopefully I can get all that fixed for next time. I mean, we've literally never had to deal with that before. I don't think I've ever had stream crash on us before. Maybe there was like one time that it happened that I can think of, but it's been a very, very long time since we've had to deal with anything like that. So the button? What about the button? Okay, oh, well, I have fumbled before in Project Moon, but I've never struggled in Project Moon, okay? I have definitely fumbled, but still, even after we pressed the button and completely lost almost all of our ego in Lobotomy Corp, we still like made it through fine. You know what I mean? Even after losing all of our ego, we were still able to make it through without too much difficulty. I guess maybe other than day 49, that's because we actually had nothing left. We had one person That's the old. Okay, you know what? You got me. The only time we've ever struggled in a Project Moon game is when I had one nugget left. All right, and I had to duplicate them to save the day. That's what it took to make the game difficult. All right, and I don't think it's gonna be happening in Limbus anytime soon. So I stand by what I said. I stand by my previous statements. Haven't we spent like 9 streams on Malkuth realization? Yeah, but that wasn't like real struggle. That was just like, you know what I'm saying? Day 49 you had a full facility? No, we didn't. Or was day 49? What is it? Day 49 or day 50? Whenever you're blasting off into space on day 50 was easy. Okay, yeah, day 49 full facility. That's meant to be difficult. I've never struggled. I've never struggled. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Like I said, I apologize for all the technical difficulties. I'm gonna try and have those fixed for next stream. I think there was some encoding issues with the stream that I think I know the source of, because I've been messing around with some stuff behind the scenes. So I should be able to fix that. But I appreciate you guys still sticking around, sticking it out for me. Before we end our stream, I'd like to give a big special thanks to all the people who are willing to give their patronage to the channel. Tomorrow I will be sending out a little announcement. We're going to be starting up a little charity thing on the channel, which I think will be really, really cool. So all the details about that are going to be coming out tomorrow on the 1st of May. So it's going to be very, very cool. I think it's going to be a good way for everybody on the channel to, you know, contribute to the goodness of the world without really having to actually do anything. So I think that'll be quite exciting. But before we end our stream, let's give a big special thanks to all of our... Yeah, where's my repeat? Give me my music back. Where is the music? Where is the music? Let's give a big special thanks to all of our members here on YouTube. Those being Tyann Fam, Air, Gareth, 136, Christy, Violent, Sergio, Center number 6, Hong Lu, Big Bird, Kyonchis, Oliko, KB, you can call me Juan, The Green, Callie, Mert, Bamboozle, Ideal, Kane Walker, Lazy Pillow, Swagman, Adventures, Dingus, Sweatshirt, Laboomdoo, Dongarong, San, Knife of Despair, Ricardo, RR, Race Codex, Hayes Gaming, Andy, Levi, My Waterburnt, Frogs, Camille, Aubrey, Cart, Quasar, Noko, Xander, Pauler, Limbus, Aleph Class Abnormality, Mercuria, Hatsune Susuke, Derb, Jude, Connor, Death by Minnow, Hunkfan, Crystal Speed, Local Heishu Despiser, Cheez-It, Yan, Sir Bacon, Brian, Pixel, Ian Davis, Bob the Wizard, New Armies, Goko, Ricky, Suppressed VA, The Silent Orchestra, Eternal, Big Bird, Username Valid, Max, Hunter, CPA, Dr. Wilson, Celerity, Chris, Jade, Comrade, Sunny, Cosmic, My Water Burnt again, Yo-Yo, Brandon, Molten Knight, Sinner number 13, Gregor, Caballero, Otis, Baked Potato, Devourer, Sinner number 7, Heathcliff, Tony Too Tall, Gabriel Lavere, Wealthy Kenny, Tony the Horse, Jackie, Yash, Alexandrude, Owen, Bug, Miles, and Alphonse. I hope all of you have a great rest of your morning, evening, night, afternoon, day, wherever the hell you are. And I will see you guys tomorrow for more Limbus.